Ready. Give me a sec. So last time, we tried to call up the Warship Archer to form, or not to form, but to contact the existing Committee for Responsibility. We failed miserably. We then tried to intervene in the Mercenary Tribunal and maybe save some of Titus's gang. And we failed miserably. Pretty much all of them died. We got our thigh shredded, and Kim got knocked around pretty bad. He patched us up though, so we're okay. Let's see. We did have one success though last time. We did make Kim dance at the nightclub, so that's cool. Okay, time to look around our newly cleaned room. Oh, I can go into Kim's room now.
The bathroom mirror has been wiped completely clean. You see the reflection of your face in the mirror, such as it is. A regular, clean-shaven police officer.
Yeah. Okay, let's look at everything. How do you get everything fixed up?
The fan stands still.
Did you even fix this tape play? Nice. Wait, what's this? Pants! We needed new pants. Authority and suggestion. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're looking good. Oh, I don't need to be holding my gun anymore. That's probably not needed. Nice. Okay, let's go investigate Kim's room. What mysteries will we uncover? His journal.
These papers bear the stamp of the RCM. They appear to be fragments of the lieutenant's paperwork, half finished. You may have notes on this and other recent.
I had Garth open the door to your room. You were running a low bacterial fever the first night.
Thank you, Kim. Yeah, I did think I was dead for a moment.
Back there on the plaza, I think you very nearly had a heart attack. Alcoholism has damaged you more than bullets have. We should go.
Man, always gotta remind me of my dang alcoholism. Thanks, Kim. What a downer. What tasks do we even have right now? Okay, we can still do this. Sure. Sure. Let's look in Clausia's room again. What is this? What is it?
Next to the stack of bills, you see a note. A few lines jotted down in large, uneven handwriting, just as the writer was about to rush out the door. I'm sorry, I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him.
Ooh.
P.P.S. Gift upstairs.
PPs.
A gift.
Yeah, seems like she left in a hurry.
It's hardly surprising.
You look at her rough, jagged handwriting on the note. She was in a rush, but not panicked.
I do wonder what that
Deliberate.
gift is.
I am not drawing my gun, yet. But I don't like gifts.
I love him.
He says he's not, but his hand moves instinctively toward his holster as he studies the note. Relax. Not everyone is out to trap you.
Yeah. Oh, did she leave her meds in here?
The medicine cabinet is
Damn.
empty.
That's fine. We don't need her drugs. I wonder what she left up here. Oh, what is this? A red thread. Is this the bullet trajectory? Did she map that out for us?
You see the same two neon-lit shapes, a
No.
man and a woman.
That's not
Only
one of the
now
three
a
lines.
red thread bisects the room, pointing from the antenna outside to the cupboard on the wall.
This is ballistics. She's left a trajectory for
It's
us.
different though than the trajectories I mapped. But okay.
A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth to the roof outside, A prime, to then widen into a radius of locations in Martinez. B prime, B double
Yeah, it's not going to be B triple
and
prime
E
though?
It suggests the bullet came from the
Oh,
extreme
no, it does.
upper quadrant of possible angles, from a point beyond the roof. B triple prime,
Okay, we already knew that. That was the one option left.
the island in the bay.
Yeah.
Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna. That is where the thread seems to point.
Yeah, there are ruins.
I remember.
How did she know how to do this?
She was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole was in the glass.
Yeah, I guess, but she was a little bit preoccupied. Like, would she really know the trajectory? Oh, I guess, yeah, if she knew where the hole was, then she, yeah, okay.
She had a long time to think about it after, standing on that roof, staring at the glass.
It also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we know. The question is, should we trust her?
Well, we don't trust her, but it's still, like, we already knew that was the last place that it could have been.
I don't know. At this point,
What difference does it make?
Yeah, this is also the only point of origin we haven't ruled out.
so it is.
For a second he seems tired.
Maybe we need to go to that island, buddy.
There, across the grey water, amidst crumbling concrete, a birch tree, and the half-sunken ruins of a flak tower.
I'm going to the island. You in?
Of course, of course. I mean, how do we get there? Joyce Messier had a sloop, but she's gone.
Oh yeah, the fisherman.
Ah, yes, of course. The village. Let's go.
Bang. I want to look out here as well. Just see if there's anything new we can do with that door, maybe? Because there was still that upstairs door that we just can't get into. But I guess we know that that leads, or at least think that it leads into the kitchen. Oh. Indeed.
The same small, heavy door. No lock.
We can
inside.
try this. I hurt my foot again. Yeah. Oh, I need to stop doing that. I'm
You
using up
kick
all
it,
my meds.
gung-ho style. Entering the premises style. But the door fails to respect the force. All you hear is the bar rattling inside, laughing at you.
Respect the force.
The door has withstood your demolishing attempts. There must be another way in. Through the kitchen door, perhaps. Let's explore, rather.
Yeah, I just don't know
Bent
where the key
metal,
is.
broken glass. Your path lies strewn with the broken forms of everyday objects. You are the destroyer,
Sure.
the bane of inanimate matter.
Yeah, I ripped stuff apart.
Kudos.
I thought we already had that for some reason. Material world's holding me back. Oh, we could increase our physical instrument and then try again. Oh, no, we can't. Never mind. We've maxed that out. This is as strong as we can be. Without, drugs or alcohol. Okay, so I guess we're going to the village. We're gonna try and convince the fisherman lady to take us to the sunken ruin. I guess I'll think Gert on the way out. See if he has... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, I'm gonna hurt my leg if I run? Nah, we run.
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room? I cleaned it for you.
Yeah, thank you, Gert.
You're welcome. I thought it would be nice for you to wake up in a clean place after you, let's be fair, defended this establishment and its clientele from gunfire.
Not very successfully, though. Fucking 7 of them died.
I give credit where credit is due, and that, sir, was an honest effort. I was watching until it went down. Crawled inside then. Bullets started flying. Anyway, I wish you a quick recovery. Also, you and your partner are staying here free now.
Oh, heck yeah.
This establishment supports cops. The stay is free, the drinks are not. It just felt I needed to specify that.
That's fine. Why is it so empty in here?
Oh, you know, people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. Turns out they're not good for business.
Yeah, what about the sketchy man with the glasses?
I don't remember everyone who comes here, and many people wear sunglasses inside lately. Must be a fad.
Well, thanks,
No
man.
problem. They'll come back. They always do.
Oh, man, the 2 survivors. Let's go, have a chat.
Seeing you approach, the bruised man raises his beer can in welcome.
Yeah, sorry, couldn't be more help.
Oh, it's you. Didn't think we'd see you walking anytime soon. Elaine, look. It's the cowardly cop.
Excuse me, how am I cowardly? I took a fucking bullet for you guys.
Huh? What?
Our condolences for your losses.
Yes, Elaine, okay?
Does he look like he's okay?
No, that's why I asked.
He does not. His unshaven face is almost grey, and he reeks of piss, sweat, and booze.
He wasn't. That's the thing. Titus, Theo, Dennis, Angie, Lizzie, they're all gone. But he got away without a scratch.
There's nothing left. Nothing.
He has lost the will to live. It's survivor's guilt. He feels like he should have died with the others. He may kill himself if he doesn't find a new purpose, or else go on in this way. Not dead, but not really living either.
Oh, man. No, you'll get over it. You get off your ass and finish this. Why would I tell him that? Why would he get up and finish? What do you mean by finish this? Go attack the mercenaries? That would be super suicide. Yeah, I think you'll get over it, while completely useless thing to say is the only reasonable thing to say here. Even though it sounds horrible.
The eyes looking back at you from the narrow face are those of a dead man. He's not gonna get over it.
Yeah, I figure. Who cares? He was
Yeah,
never
you
nice to
too.
me.
It's a rough world out there. It's not easy being a cop. We were too hard on you.
Excuse me, you just called me a cowardly cop, like, literally moments ago. What the hell?
Both of you. We shouldn't have fucked with you like we did. You got between us and a lot of bullets in that fight. Matinees owes you one.
Well, good, long as you remember that.
That's kind of you to say. Take care of your friend, okay?
I will. You take care of yours.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
sharp pain shoots up your side and into your stomach. You must not look too good. Luckily, it passes.
What about you? Where are you hanging out in the shootout place?
Hi again, Gendarme.
Do you have no new dialogue?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
Yeah, I live here.
Convenient. But what are you doing here? Talking to me. Bye-bye, Gendarme.
Nothing, I guess. What about you? You just talking about money still? Yeah, it's all about money, you know. I'll bet it was that guy this whole time. Whoa. Oh, okay. Who wrote this?
The graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight that took place here. It smells of blood
Was
and
it
heavy
Cindy?
fuel oil. This was Cindy
Yeah,
the Star.
Cindy. Well, yeah, looks like Cindy finally found the words for her masterpiece.
The lieutenant crouches, touching the fuel oil with his finger.
Looks like it. Yes. This is still fresh. It wasn't here yesterday.
It's heavy fuel oil.
And blood. Some of it is even yours.
Well, that's cool.
Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable?
Should we light it on fire?
You could buy some smokes, light up a ciggy and throw it in there. You know, just to see what happens. See if it's flammable.
Oh my god, I might
It's
have
better
to.
that way.
Where do I buy cigarettes, though? Can I get the Frita? Frita? Frit. They pronounce it differently every time they say it. I think it's Frita. Let's see if we have any trash to turn in as well.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Yeah, I do sell cigarettes.
Is this about the questions again? Because I...
Oh, up here.
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Yeah, give me some cigarettes. Oh, do you sell any under-the-counter vices?
No, Frit only sells legal drugs, like the law says.
She says Frit, but...
Here you go, mister.
Okay, we got some cigarettes for some reason.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except
Let's see, do I have to actually smoke it, though, to light the stuff on fire? I don't want to smoke it. Oh, hey, Manana's here still.
the boyardero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
A danger comes to the boyardero lifestyle, right?
There are types of danger. The one I'm usually concerned with is lung cancer or getting mauled by wildlife, not bullets. It calls back to an older era where this was commonplace, though. You have a true boyadero heart.
So where is everyone?
Hiding, gathering themselves. The harbor's in full lockdown, friend. No getting in or out, for the time being.
So you can't get me inside?
No, man. Not today. Today is war.
He says it
Sure.
matter-of-factly, like it's no big deal.
So what's next?
Time will tell. I'll tell Everard you dropped by. I'm sure he'll be glad.
What'll you be doing now?
I'll be okay here, doing lookout. Quite the sight, aren't they? Getting to like that rare I am. Don't worry about me. I live to alleviate the worries of our brothers. See if any insane killers turn up. Then I'll run. And live.
Yeah, try not to get shot.
I'm sure I'll be luckier than you, friend.
Is Measurehead still here? No, he isn't. But we have a crate. Oh, of course, some garbage and $1. Thank you. It's everything I could have ever wanted.
A lorry stuck in the...
Let's see, are the truckers still out here? I guess I didn't see the racist driver. Okay, but this one's still here. It's the pale driver. The pale driver is not. Okay, so let's talk to this guy. Hello, friend.
My man, you're alive. Almost. Kind of. Sort of alive?
Yeah, I've been better.
Man, what a day. I missed out on most of the action, but I heard it was quite the encounter. Had a strong sense of finality to it. So what's next? You guys heading back to Jamrock now? Talk is local union muscle were behind it all. I'd reckon the case is closed, even if it kind of turned into a shit show.
Yeah, it wasn't the local union muscle.
Hey, that's just what I heard. Old wives' tale. So, what next?
Just tying up loose ends.
Good luck with that, my man. Ain't easy being you, but hey, you're still breathing, right?
Oh, we can hit him with our best verse. But first, yeah, I met Ruby.
Okay.
Is it wise to share information about the case like this, sire? The lieutenant throws you a quick glance. What are you doing?
What am I doing? I mean, you seem to, like, care about her. I just want to be like, if she's okay. Well, since our voices don't want us to say anything,
That's
we won't.
probably for the best. You keep your job to yourself. With a job like yours, you have to.
Well, thanks for understanding, my man.
Wait, there's something here, stored away in some dusty corner. It starts like...
Okay, a mirror's temperature is always 0. It's ice in the veins. Its camera is an X-ray.
Whoa. What else?
It's a chalice held out to you in silent communion,
Silent communion. That's good.
where gaspingly you partake of a shifting identity never your own.
Dang. That's some great shit. You came up with that yourself.
I'm just a vessel for the muse.
Right. But really, no bullshit. That's great stuff. I sort of want to know if it's yours.
I don't know.
No matter. Great verse is like that sometimes. Ephemeral. You might not look it. Seems you have some literary chops. Maybe there's hope for me yet.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a backhanded compliment.
Just messing with you. It's cool. You're an okay guy. For a cop.
For a cat.
They're more often in the fists than rhymes, see? let alone honesty in verse.
I'm not into fists. I'm into huge mother trucking multi-tools.
In a small office behind the old military hospital, hunched under the green glow of his desk light, Officer Hans Blau browses through a test print of his Futurist magazine. It's called The Futurist. The typeface on the header is too small.
Yeah, all organizations have, you know, people of all varieties.
The lieutenant looks at you in silence, a curious look in his eyes, nodding slightly.
Well, you've given me some hope, I guess.
Well, later, man. Who are you?
Officer,
Oh, where's Renee?
care to play a game with the lonely old man?
Why are you lonely? Where's Renee?
Actually, never mind. Wouldn't be the same. The prick is gone.
Gone.
I can barely believe it. But he's really gone.
He is trying to retain his
What do you
jolly
mean he's gone?
facade, but the underlying sadness casts a deep shadow over his wrinkled
Yeah, what
face.
happened?
Hell, most likely. He was an absolute cunt.
Hey, was he killed?
Oh, he would have liked that. Violent lives ending violently. That's how he wanted to go. Sadly, it was not the case.
I mean, is he dead or did he just, like, leave? Yeah, how did he die?
His hungry little heart finally gave out. The dock workers found him in the guard booth this morning. Wasn't even supposed to be working for another week, but he just had to prove how tough he is. Guess he was about to head home, 'cause when the dock workers found him, he was wearing civilian clothes and not the Kuketu uniform I saw him in all the time. Sometimes I thought he was wearing it just to piss me off. Now the joke's on him, 'cause he's gonna be buried without it.
Hey, was it really that bad?
I repeat, an absolute cunt. Even his old army buddies didn't want him around. He was like an old viper.
I mean, he was kind of an asshole, but...
The only people who could stand to be around him were Jenny and me. She saw something in him when we were just kids, and she never lost sight of it. And I thought if the most beautiful being in the world can love him, then there must be something worth holding on to.
Did you love him?
We've hated each other our entire lives. So much, in fact, that...
That you fell in love with him.
Yes, I loved that angry prick. He didn't deserve it, but I did. You know what his last words to me were?
Something mean?
In Guillaume's time, you'd have been shot without trial. That's what he said to me. He lived a cunt, and he died a cunt. Let's leave it at that.
Oh yeah, let's give him the photograph.
Let me see.
Look at this
This
photograph.
was 60 years ago. We all went to that parade. Young René looked so happy, and Jenny... I'm sorry, officer. I just... Thank you. Thank you for this little memorabilia. It really means the world to me.
Yeah, no problem, man.
That was nice. A small thing for us, but invaluable to him. He probably didn't even know René had the photo.
Oh yeah, condolences, my man.
Yes, we are both very sorry for your loss.
It is what it is. Part of life, really. But to know someone for 79 years, then
Jeez.
one day they're just gone. I just don't know anymore. About anything, really. But you must need something.
Oh no, I was going to ask him about Maybells, wasn't I?
René wasn't really what you'd call a botanist, officer. And believe me, he didn't like Insulindian lilies.
Why?
There were many reasons, but mostly it was the communals.
Oh no, I did ask
They
him.
called them
Someone already
the
told me
bells
this.
of revel. I guess in the end, the Insulindian lilies were just another piece of the whole Insulinde. Yes, What about René?
Oh, I guess I don't have anything to
Yes.
say.
It is. I just
I
don't
want to
know.
ask where his medals are. I don't want his medals. That seems really skeezy. Let's look at this guy's wares again.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing.
I don't want to browse. I want the speaker.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them.
I just have enough money for it.
Shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime.
Oh, I can get this back?
officer. 100% guaranteed.
I don't need it back. But I did not know I could get it back. I thought that was gone forever once I gave it to the girl.
The gnarled hawthorn tree on rudest.
Okay, I guess it's time to go to... Actually, let's walk around, pick up some trash. Maybe we'll even look through the binoculars again. Oh. Yeah, let's go look in here again.
This coin operated. Your money disappears into the curtains on the lenses shift. It looked its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind.
Hang in there, little one.
The little brave birch tree seems to wave back in the wind.
Should have come from there?
Can you tell? From this distance? I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not. The details are blurry.
Okay,
There's
okay,
water
okay.
vapor in the...
I got it. See if we can say hi to Cindy, maybe. Whoop. Oh, my beautiful artwork. The disgusting children are still there. Someone's washing dishes.
The door is closed again. No, you hear someone inside, walking from room.
Yep, Gary's back. You know what? Let's just go light that thing on fire, and then we'll teleport to the village. If Cindy had something interesting to tell us, I don't know, they'd put her in a more convenient spot.
The graffito. This was Cindy the Scar.
We should save our game first.
The graffito. This was Cindy the
Step
Scar.
back, Kim.
The fuel oil catches fire.
Oh, that's
immediately
rad.
With an ominous hiss. A bright orange flash across the surface of the letters. Black smoke rises from the burning message.
You've been policed, Martinez.
The lieutenant has taken a small step back. He looks at your face illuminated by the flames and nods silently.
He knows I'm a
Then
madman.
the fire falters. The flames warmed him too. Not at all in a bad way.
Oh.
Let's go to that island.
Slowly,
Indeed.
the flames subside, the fuel burning out. The air still smells of mazout and springtime.
Okay, let's go to the island now. I'm a little bit torn because it's been a few days. I feel like we want to talk to all of our people, though. Let's go to the nightclub. I think the only person here that we still have unresolved dialogue with is Acel. Hello.
Hard cop.
Hard cop. That's a good greeting. I Got shot in the leg.
Ouch. I did notice you limping, but I thought maybe it was your thing or something.
Oh, yeah, I'm Dr. House now.
When I was 16, I used to date this guy who had a limp, but it only showed when he was sober. So I guess it wasn't real or something. I don't know.
That is weird.
Anyway, shot in the leg? I'm sorry. Man, that must suck.
You know it. Can we increase our empathy in any way? We have a lot of skill points. Oh, I can't though. I'm just not good at understanding others. So what are you doing still?
Yes. What is it?
Is there
The
anything we
mother
can do?
of
here?
humanism stands above you.
The old woman in the village was right. This must be the DeLorean Church of Humanity.
Did we
in
not go
Martinez,
down this dialogue?
or the small Pinewood Church in some records. It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Revachol's founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation
What if she have
settlers.
glowing lungs?
On the coast of an uninhabited archipelago where only animals had roamed before, in the wild reeds.
What else do you know about this place?
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Setsa, they call them. The 7 Sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials. We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. We have already found the instigator. I'm not sure what else we could want from here.
Respectful.
Okay.
Is the lieutenant a follower of DeLoreanism? A pang of guilt? The lieutenant is leaving something out.
Yeah, do you know why it was abandoned?
I have a theory, yes. There was a police raid a while back. I heard the place was shot to pieces. The old woman in the village was being tactful with us when she didn't mention it. She has more respect for the RCM than many around here. Well, your station was involved, I
Oh,
hear.
maybe it was
Although I
me.
can be sure.
How come the lieutenant isn't sure? Is this confidential information?
You're not sure?
3 precincts were involved in the raid, and people say Precinct 41 was one of them.
I guess I could have been here.
I'm sorry, I'm not saying you were. It was a clandestine operation. I don't know anything about it, why it was conducted, or who participated.
If I was
try
here, I
not to
should find
pry
out what I
into
was
extra-district
doing.
matters.
You're right, I should find out what I was doing.
Good luck. You will not get information on a confidential operation from your station secretary just by calling. If you really don't remember, it might be better to keep this one forgotten. It happened a while ago. It's unimportant to our
Is it
business
really,
in
though?
Martinez now.
You're a follower of DeLoreanism.
Yes, we all are. Her name, body, and rule are synonymous with humanism. The laws we enforce are DeLorean in origin.
She looks like a lever. Oh, does she look like our ex-wife? Maybe. Struck my chin.
The woman looks by in silence, smiling enigmatically.
Let's say she looks like a lever.
I have no idea what you mean by that. We've been standing here long enough. We should look around. Or
And I want to talk to the crabman again. Whoa, what was that? It came from the stained glass window. So those letters on it too? Nah?
The mother of human.
Yeah, I don't know what that means at all.
Good morning!
I think I could live somewhere that just had this playing on a loop non-stop. I'd have to become Egghead, maybe. Let's check out this bunker before we leave this island. Hey, Delta!
An old door worn by elements, guards the
It's the
depot.
interfacing?
The wind has blown a sand dune in
Oh,
front
not
of
much.
it. The door
This
hasn't
week's been
opened
horrible
in
at
a long
work.
while. You
Just
see
really
a
busy.
handle.
Just trying to just de-stress a little bit. That's the interfacing. How the heck high can I get my interfacing? Yeah, it's always hectic when it's, close to the end of the year. Okay, we've maxed that interface. Let's try and open this door.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
The trade? Yeah, everyone always goes on vacation except for me. I'm stuck not really being able to take a vacation, unfortunately. I'm probably going to take like a long weekend though and go visit my mom in Florida. So that'll be nice. Next weekend maybe. Do I have any equipment that can increase my interfacing? I don't think I do. I think I'm just going to make this 28% chance skill check. Well, here it goes.
An old door, worn by elements,
Can't retry
guards
it.
the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut.
Do you have any ideas, Kim?
We don't get in there.
Fair enough. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm just on like part of a really small team, and we need like people who can access all of the different servers to still be around. So even if I like take a day off or something, I'm not really off. I'm on call. There's some breaks. There just aren't many of us that can actually do anything about it. Yeah, we have to get into here. Come on.
Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door.
No. We've gotten into every door thus far. That's what we do. We open doors. We're cops. That's our perk. Even Everard knew that's a part of our MO.
This door could be part of the investigation.
Relax. No one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And thus they can't get in.
What if they
At
got
least
in,
you can
though,
think
before,
about
and
opening
they
it,
jammed it?
about doors in general. They are, after all, fundamental to your life. Perhaps something useful will come from this.
What? Okay. One more door. Oh, we actually have like a whole thought we can take just to maybe hopefully open this one door? Yeah, I'm willing to that. I think we can forget this pretty easily. One more door. Cool, 45 in-game minutes. I guess we'll have to kill the time somehow. Check the locust traps.
Just dead and dying locusts, and the slow swaying of surrounding reeds. Poor things.
I'm surprised they aren't all dead yet. Nothing else up here. Yeah, let's check the other... At least 2 locust traps. I don't know if we need to check the one that had been empty that one time. I wish I could run a little bit faster. I guess it's pretty fast, though, for a man who had his thigh blown off. Oh. Calls become... You can imagine why. What triggered that? I don't understand. Let's make a phone call.
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable.
Let's do it.
Calling. 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 Still calling. Still calling.
Let me guess, no one answers.
Stop calling me, man.
Oh?
I'll get you your money, alright? I just need till tonight. Let me work.
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, I want this delivered to Whirling in Rags.
Tethys. Hey! You're not Tethys. Screw you, and don't
Alright.
ever call here again.
Disconnect tone.
Thought we could get some free money from that. Really, Kim? I could try one more time. Alright. Fair enough. No more crank calling. I wonder how close we really are to the end of this game. And we're okay. Where's the trap? There it is.
The trap is full of locusts, but they seem weak and unhealthy. A few lie on their backs with their legs twitching. Still, no phasmid. Poor things.
Is empathy going to say poor things to every single one of these? Maybe we shouldn't have raised our empathy. Okay, I guess we might as well check both of these over here, just because they're right next to each other. So we'll check this one, then the one south of it.
A few locusts trudge along the wall of the trap. Poor thing.
Poor things. And they look like they're flying around in there.
The trap is filled with dead and dying locusts. Poor things.
Well, we did check them all again. We tried. Anything new we can see about this?
A row of ghostly shades facing a crumbling wall. With another 7 shades,
No.
a cold sea.
Yeah. I think that's it. We might have to read a book to pass that time. I really want to get that door open. I don't even know if this will get us that door open. There has to be a way to get through that unopenable door. By God, you're the police. All doors are supposed to open before you. Well, the others in the precinct think you can't open a goddamn door. There must be a way. Yeah. Would be great if it, we finished the thought and then just realized that we really can't open every door. Yeah, it's, I think we have a book that we haven't read to pass the time. Or do we not?
Large letters on the front form a title. Text underneath the title in smaller typeface reads, 3rd edition, Mega Setting Supplements Module.
Shake
The
it.
side panel adds a sword and sorcery adventure board game with new maps and miniatures.
Yeah, let's shake it.
Mysterious things rattle inside. What could they be? Dice? Plastic miniatures? A fantastical
hopefully
alternate
plastic
world
miniatures.
full of magic and none of that witless man from Heimdall, fascist dross, hidden behind faux realistic allegory. Wirral is no cliche-ridden apologia for colonial violence. Wirral is pure imagination. Yes, the Wirral setting is known for its complicated system of political alignments. But if you're a colorful
let's
box,
open it.
you pry open the box. Inside you find a folded up map, a small booklet, a 24-sided die, and a little plastic figurine.
Oh, so we have 2 die now.
It's made from some sort of wood and has been decorated with peculiar plant motifs. You don't know much about dice, but this one looks pretty damn fancy.
Take it.
You place the die into your pocket. It's always good to have luck on your side. You see a man in ragged clothes wearing a lopsided hat and wielding some sort of a firearm.
Huh.
Oh, it's a setting with
interesting.
firearms.
A communard.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it fits in.
It is not. The communards are not a part of the game setting. I guess someone misplaced it during the packaging process.
Does this mean we can't play?
I have a feeling the figurines are more there to set the scene than anything else.
Take it.
You pick the figurine up by the base to meet your gaze. The little plastic man stares back at you, his face contorted into a disturbing shout. Then you pocket it.
Look at the booklet.
A quick guide to the magical races of Wirral. Create your own hero, choosing from any of these completely unique and fantastical backgrounds.
And be a Welkin.
The options are in order of importance. The Welkin, the Tueog, the humans, the fairy folk, and the pygmies.
Hopefully this will be 45 minutes worth of time. Let's read about the Welkin.
The Welkin, tall, lithe, and graceful, with long flowing hair and pointy ears. They're known for being powerful magic users, but can also hold their own in a brawn-driven fight. The Welkin come with a variety of exciting sub-races. High Welkin, Forest Welkin, Lake Welkin, and Snow Welkin. But if you're not feeling experimental, a basic Welkin will always
How
do.
much time did that pass? 20 minutes? Okay, let's read about the Dweorg.
A grand race of industrious mountain people. They're short, stout, and muscular, and enjoy digging for gold and other precious minerals. They're also well versed in the art of combat, where they prefer to use axes and hammers. The Tueog also come in a few different sub-races. Hill Tueog, Shield Tueog, and Dark Tueog.
Doesn't look like any time passed that time.
They're just humans. What else is there to tell? They're average in all stats, and jacks of all trades.
Why is it that humans are so boring in every RPG?
A very small race of flying people, known for being mischievous, full of trickery. They often lure people into their magical traps. There are no sub-races for the fairies.
Are pygmies just halflings?
The least popular of the Wirral races,
Yep.
the pygmies,
They're just
are
halflings.
short, rotund, and dim-witted. Pygmies live in small villages made of shoddy wooden dwellings. They spend most of their days tilling the earth and smoking their pipes. There are no sub-races for the pygmies.
Sure.
A reprint of a crude hand-drawn map. The top left corner reads, Lands of Wirral. The map it doesn't seem to correspond with anything you've seen. A colorful box with a...
Well, fair enough. How much time do we have left on this now? 15 minutes we need. What can we do to kill 15 minutes in
The
game?
worn map features...
No, stop that. Have we read everything? I think that we have. Wait, what is this? Oh yeah, I know what that is. Yeah, I don't know. See, I'm worried about going to the island before we open that door. Just because I have no idea if going to that island will be like a point of no return where we can't come back. Oh, what about these drunk guys? Do they still here?
Man, you're like bleeding now. Reality's really messed you up.
That's true.
Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right. Why not? Better than a beach bum.
How did you become Idiot Doom Spiral?
It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out?
You might
Does he have a
get
quest?
scammed here.
What do you need?
Booze. Did you already forget our party? The thing I relayed to you earlier. So, have you got anything for good old Idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story. Seems fair to me.
I do have this blue medicinal spirit.
No. Contrary to popular belief, I enjoy being alive.
Wait, will that kill me? What if I drank it? Sure, let's give him the potent Pilsner.
Not much, but it will do.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Don't call Abigail!
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you.
George.
Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual. A founder / junior partner at a high concept creative services agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm.
I love that instead of just saying like rich or wealthy or poor, they describe people as being either high net worth individuals or low net worth individuals. Even just like random bums on the street.
I used the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator. Abstract value generation, value per person, high concept stuff. I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane.
Did the jogging help?
It did. With my trusty Sansarique tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world.
Is that what you're wearing right now? Is that a tracksuit?
But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit. One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
His eyes are clouded. His dilated blood vessels encircling his irises like stinging brambles. His eyes are your eyes.
Oh.
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see? At least, that was the plan. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly.
How wet?
Wet, okay? It was raining really hard. I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass. Reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, I always got up. So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key.
You gotta be shitting me.
I wish I were, Tequila. I wish I were. Instead of my apartment key, I'd taken the key to the office.
So what next?
I rang my neighbors' buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation. People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on. I don't begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best.
I've never had an ad man call me up and try and sell me anything like that.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out the storm there. But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day. And since I hired only the best, he'd already done it, and I couldn't get in. Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten into my apartment for years, and my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company, well, you see where I'm going with this.
No, I don't. You just misplaced your keys, and then like, well, I guess I'm never getting into any of those places ever again.
He pinches his thigh as if to check whether this reality is
This is an idiot doom
reality.
spiral.
So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh?
I feel like there are some steps missing. Yeah, maybe you are a victim of the swallow.
This would explain a lot. I always believed it wasn't my fault that I ended up homeless on the beach with these two bums. God bless them, though. I'd be alone without them. Anyway, that was all the story one bottle gets you. Almost empty, this one.
Why do you keep losing all your stuff?
Good fucking question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty two-piece Lycra tracksuit?
Wasn't it a different brand? Like, just a few moments ago.
I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass. But somehow it all got away from me. Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket.
Oh.
But then I lost it too.
Wait, do I have his jacket?
The only things I haven't lost
so I
are
what the old
these
lady
two
cleaned.
drunks.
You of all people should empathize with this. Perhaps this lost jacket is something you could help with?
Yeah, what's up with the tracksuit?
What? You've never seen 100% Lycra before? Go on, feel that primo material. Pretty nice, huh? This might be one of the last of its kind. Should probably be in a museum, honestly.
Good God. It's nearly impossible to describe how dirty this texture is. It's like rubbing two jellyfish skins together.
What does that
you
feel
about
like?
15% less human for having touched it. Randomized trials have also found Lycra, TM, to be associated with a number of exotic, highly malignant cancers. So you also have that to look forward to. And then there's the smell. But you don't even want to think about that.
Cool tracksuit, dude.
Wow, you're lucky. He never lets me feel it.
That's because your paws are fucking filthy, Rosie. We're right next to the bay. You could wash them anytime.
Yeah, well, tell me about your jacket.
Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't really go with my Lycra threads, but it did itch a lot less. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila?
You mean this jacket that I discovered on the boardwalk and had cleaned on a whim?
Nah, this isn't it.
Damn it.
Found? That's medium concept stuff. Totally not my style.
Really? Come on.
No fucking way. Idiot Doom Spiral never forgets a piece of premium menswear.
Sure.
Hey, Doom Spiral. Ain't that the jacket you stole the other week?
Not on your fucking life, Rosemary. What's wrong with you people? Like I'd be caught dead wearing fawn, like some low-concept bicycle courier.
Low concept.
Tell you what, Tequila. Why don't you just hang on to that one? I'll get another jacket someday.
Sure.
At least you got a nice jacket for your troubles.
Yeah,
Okay.
be seeing you, man. Yes. One more door.
There is no way to open the supply depot door. Accept it. You cannot open all the doors. You have to integrate this
Really?
into your character. Some doors will forever remain closed, even
This
if
doesn't help us
every
open the
single
door.
other door will open at one time or another. Maybe to a key, or maybe to some sort of tool meant for opening doors. But this one will never accede to such commands. A realization crucial to personal growth. Crucial.
Wow. Wow. Thank you, game. I feel like I've grown so much. We could probably go do this check at the Novelty Dice Maker. Oh, Kim?
I've been meaning to have a little chat with you about your sense of style.
What do you mean, my style?
It's good to see you looking like a proud officer of the RCM. It's important for the people of Martinez to know we are here.
Your half-brother is proud to stand beside you.
Oh. Regular cop, regular clothes.
The lieutenant regards you for a moment, unsure whether you're making a joke or not, and if so, whether he should acknowledge it.
Don't worry, I'm not sure if I was making a joke or not either, Kim.
Right, detective. You are one regular cop. You know the expression, the clothes make the man? The right outfit in the right situation can make all the difference in the world.
You're a sharp-dressed man. We could be style buddies.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, detective.
A warm smile.
Anyway, we should probably get back to the case. Let's go.
Alright. Well, we're done waiting for that stupid door that we're never going to open. So let's just go to the island.
Officer, what happened? You're limping. Why are you limping? You look terrible.
You're not limping. You're you.
I am limping.
She sounds almost disappointed with you, reprimanding you for falling and hurting your knee.
I didn't get shot in the foot. I got shot in the thigh. I'm a cop. I don't merely exist in this world. I live in the between life and death.
Everyone does that, in a way. You don't have to get shot for that.
Okay, at least she does realize I got shot and didn't just fall and hurt my knee.
What happened to you anyway? We heard gunshots from the town. They were closer than usual.
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guylaine. It's nothing to be worried about, madame.
I have a question for you.
Of course. Can I help you with something?
We need to get to that island.
That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tar just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead.
Okay. Yeah, do you know what's on the island?
Used to be some kind of fortification there before the war. For the communards. An anti-aircraft gun, I think. Bombed to bits in the landing. I haven't been there myself. Always steered clear of it.
Hasn't been there herself. Who has then?
Oh. Yeah, who has been there?
My husband used to drink there. Him and his drinking buddies. Always seemed like a bad place to drink to me. People died there during the landing, you know. My mother told me.
This must be one of the many fortifications that was used in the dying days of the revolution against coalition forces before they took this city.
The kids sometimes go there too. I know they do, on rafts. I tell them not to, but they bring back old bullet casings and such.
What kids?
The twins. God forbid they bring the girl along on some rickety barge.
On rafts?
Can we maybe ask your twins about that place before we go? Would that be alright?
Be my guest. They've a strange way of talking. See if you can get anything useful out of them. I seldom do.
Yeah, is there anything else I should know?
Well, most of it's sunken. Underwater. That means concrete underwater. Cut your boat if you're not careful. Be sure to enter from the south side. Water's deep there.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Can we borrow your boat?
If you promise to bring it back. And no scraping the hull. I just got it nice and yellow.
Yellow?
And no drinking on the boat. And no joyriding either.
Of course, ma'am. It's only for a day or two. Official police business.
Aye.
Nod along attentively.
The crow's feet disappear from the corners of her eyes.
Thank you.
Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just filled her up, but it's a small tank.
Okay, sweet. We'll go do that after we talk to the kids. Hey, twins. Do you know about that island?
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
On that island?
Yeah, that one.
That's, nothing. It's just a seafort and some plants. You can take a raft there. It's great. And we make a fire. We make a fire.
Really? The two of you make a fire? How?
Mm-hmm. Gather the sticks for the fire. And bullets. Or not real bullets, empty bullets.
What then?
They're lights. The fire guy comes and asks us to put the fire out.
They must mean a human being on that island, but it's cut off.
Fire guy. Your father used to go to that island too, didn't he?
Our father killed himself.
Well, I didn't need to know that.
Don't say that, he didn't. I'm sorry.
So someone lives there?
No. Yes.
Let's go with yes.
Why is he the fire guy?
Because he asks to put the fire out.
Well, of course. How logical. Why does he ask you that?
I don't know. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like people to be there. You shouldn't go. Yes.
Sure. Anything else you can tell me about him?
No, he doesn't live there. I don't think. No, he lives there. Been there twice, 2 times. He doesn't live there. He isn't there sometimes.
Anything else? What
Wow.
does this guy look like?
I don't
They're
know.
very helpful.
We ran. He just yelled we shouldn't be there.
Lights?
I don't know.
Did you mean there are electrical lights?
Yes.
Sure.
There's
Lights, fire guy. We should check up on that island.
Yeah, I got it. Oh, pop down in here.
A skiff with the boat's belly is a shiny yellow color. Industrial paint over fresh tar. You see it reflect off the water.
Why would you want it
along
yellow?
with the factory number.
It's gross.
A72. SRV made. This machine represents humanitarian aid from a workers' state on the Samaran Isola. Once you get in, that's it. One pull of the starter handle, and you're off into the bay.
Yeah, let's
Have
do
you
it.
made all the necessary preparations? Closed all your accounts? Remember what the net picker said. It's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this.
It's a Rue A72.
It'll float.
You take the engine, Kim. I'll hold the boombox.
What?
You heard me.
Fine, why not?
Very cool. Now tune it to SAD FM. You know you want to. SAD FM is a radio station
Wait,
specializing
really?
in sad, slow rock songs. You seem to know its frequency by heart.
Okay, let's get our boombox out. Oh, we don't have an actual boombox. We just have this tape player that looks like a boombox. Oh, let's save and then try and drink the medicinal spirit. I want to see if I can kill myself. Oh, I don't even have an option to. Okay, fair enough. Do we have anything else to do here? I have utterly no idea how to get into this area. Yeah. This is what we're doing.
Skiff, once you get... Have you made... Remember what the net picker said.
I do have my boombox. That's not a boombox.
Want to be free.
This does have a built-in radio player? I guess it must.
It will last forever. Eternally. Want to be free. Want to be free.
This is the slowest boat.
It will last forever. Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last
Okay, the island was really close. Was that oil? Like an oil spill?
Want to be free. Eternally.
Disco Inferno.
The boat comes to a slow stop. The lieutenant turns the engine off. Then there's silence. In the silence, a sputter of wings.
Quails!
A flock of quails takes off in the
I love
distance.
quails.
Let's go.
Okay, we're on the island.
The chain trails off into the ocean, connecting the island to the supply depot on the coast.
This means I sorta got into the depot door.
Technically, no, it doesn't.
He's right.
Yes, so it seems.
And what do you think it was used for?
For bringing munitions to the island, maybe? And supplies? You could also lock the bay when you raise the chain.
As a defensive measure, lock it off that side of the bay.
Sure. Sure, we'll go up here first. Mazoot. What is Mazoot? I actually don't know. Fuel. Oh, is it the fuel? We did smell that near the heavy fuel that Cindy
The dry
drew.
grass crackles under your feet as you stop. Far away, birds' wings touch the still surface of the sea.
What's that flutter?
The flock of quail departs. Now more than 100 meters away, 102, 105. On the islet, there is almost no wind, just the light movement of air through the reeds. Boulevard like a silent orchestra tuning at the beginning of some major work, of great importance to the few who attend.
What's ahead?
A low hum. The air slowly moves through a concrete box, through its ancient slits and cracks, resonating, hollow. A big building.
Kim?
Yes?
Momentarily, the sounds are swept away. Pain shoots up your right foot and into your groin.
Ow. Yeah, if you notice how quiet it is.
I have. Is that why we're stopping?
Yeah, I have to keep listening.
The lieutenant nods in silence. The faraway roar of the city, distant like today's dream. Before it, the sound, a silent hiss. Air flows out of a pillbox window. There is very little there.
Below
The air cossets flowers on a jitter, a sound impatient to happen, but not yet in this world. You hear some kind of limb fidget, producing an imperceptible tick.
Limb. What? ICM. Oh. No, come back here. Yeah, be careful not to fall, sure. We'll go into the building later. Okay, let's investigate down here then first. Then we'll come back up and we'll go into that building. $50-year-old tires. Oh, we actually can't. Okay. We have to go in that building. This doorway is the key to everything. Oh.
ICM? This feels familiar somehow.
Sure, what is the ICM?
Insulindian Citizens Militia. It's the official name of the Communards Army. The black and white army of the revolution.
Sounds an awful lot like.
It does.
It does.
The RCM may descend from the ICM. It's impossible to say. It was chaos after the war. The name was good for getting people to join us. Revachol West was mostly workers and criminals.
Nice political thoughts rush through your neocortex.
Do they?
It's going to be hard to say them. Carrying around all that weight on a busted crutch is making you pant.
International collaboration, please. What?
That's just a coincidence, officer. The co-mill was founded in 32.
Those speck stars.
No, that's the uninhabited archipelago.
A DeLorean-era symbol of Insulinda, known as the face in the sea.
After 44 years? That's not nearly enough to hide what happened here, Lieutenant Gefreiter. One of these barrels was still leaking fuel, as you saw. The city is full of things like this.
Okay, sure. Spooky. Careful, these stairs have collapsed. Is that an engine? Oh. Twin cannons. Is this a sniper nest?
An old cylindrical generator is nested above the ammo lift, with makeshift electrical wiring running out of its side and across the floor. The cables disappear into the wall to your right. The lieutenant puts his hand on the metal barrel, checking for warmth.
It's cold now, but someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
Wait, haven't you heard this before?
Oh, that is, we did hear it when we were climbing up the antenna. Or before that, when we were listening to the antenna. Where do these wires lead?
Downstairs, somewhere? Liquid carbon. I would imagine it takes mazout.
Mazout.
The kind that's favored by vagrants and fuel thieves. It's been a long winter.
The lieutenant pauses. Something seems to be pecking at the edge of his
Yeah,
concentration.
he knows, like, a deja
He
vu,
gives
right?
you a sideways look, before adding,
Long and cold.
"There's no time to dwell on this moment. You've got to keep moving."
I don't know. I'm not a philosopher.
That is his idea of a joke.
Yeah, why is it here?
Someone with basic electrical skills has restored it in order to keep the room warm. Maybe it's the fire guy.
The wind outside picks up suddenly.
Sure. Let's leave it alone for now. Keep investigating. Fantastique. Sauce and fire.
There's a greasy old spring mattress in the corner, resting on piles of soft...
Someone has been squatting here. The linen is fresh, recently washed.
How recently?
A flash of pain interrupts you, making you wince instead of letting the words out.
Huh. Am I getting more of these checks because I've been running?
You know, officer, you can rest here if you are feeling tired. I will keep watch. You could use some rest for what's ahead.
Sure, just...
You face the concrete wall. There's less
Seems
light
like a weird
there
thing to
in
do,
the dark
but-
corner. Like a dog, you lie there. The blanket feels cold. The entire room does. Concrete and cold. Minutes pass. Half an hour maybe. The sounds of the sea beyond grow distant. Your eyelids close until you feel yourself standing up in the darkness, right next to the mattress. Slowly, the world begins to hatch from the blackness. It's evening.
Well, that sounds like more than an hour. Why'd you let me sleep that long, Kim? Kim? You here? I can't look at these things anymore. Crap. Do I need to look at them before I went to sleep? Yeah, I don't know, I guess we're just gonna have to keep going. Go outside to the beach. As in this way, the way we came from? No, I can't. Oh, I shouldn't have gone to sleep. I didn't realize that was like darn. I just thought that would be like you know, restore your health before this next part, not I don't know. How do I get back outside now? Thank you, let's see. What have I done? Okay, I said to go out to the beach. Go down to the chain. Chain? What chain? Down to the chain. I can't access my inventory or anything right now. Chain. Oh, that chain. Walk into the water. What? I don't like this at all. Oh, I'm having a dream. Okay. Okay. I'm walking on the water. Got it. Oh, is this my ex-wife?
Dolores Day, the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state turns around to face you. She has an airship airbag in her hand. She seems to be in a hurry. Off to advise the Queen of Shest, most likely. This is the Holy Suzerain of Mwindi and Insulinda. Definitely not your wife.
Definitely not my wife.
Talk to her. Think of the historical knowledge you could glean.
Hey!
Hey,
How are you doing?
I'm doing really good, actually. Both professionally and romantically. I've come to a fulfilling and peaceful period in my life. Well, how are you doing, Harry?
In my head, I miss you. But she isn't my wife. I miss you.
Well, I'm in my head too. We're all in our heads.
Do you miss me there?
Sometimes. Not as often as I used to. So much time has passed. More than it seems here.
This is everything I always warned you about.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Morova. To live there, in Grad. It's 1 million kilometers away, Harry. Might as well be another lifetime.
It's in the bag.
Just my scepter, my globe cruciger, a spare silk gown, a toothbrush, travel
What?
documents, the crown of immortality. Oh, this. This is just a wreath. The crown of immortality is made of rarefied light, mana
I'm very
and raw
confused right
palladium.
now.
It was passed on to me by the rulers of late antiquity.
She looks at the suitcase, not knowing what more to say.
I have to give her
Then,
figurines.
over her shoulder.
Anyway,
I have a quest to give you
No, Harry.
figurines.
no. I don't want a massive, epic showdown. I want to go to the aerodrome. I have tickets for the 10:20 flight to Morova. Really, we don't have anything to talk about anymore. Every combination of words has been played out. The atoms don't form us anymore. Us, our love, our unborn daughters, it's all gone. I have to go to the aerodrome. I have to leave Revachol and you. And you have to be alone.
Oh.
In hell, forever. That's just the way it is.
Well then.
Oh God, whatever you do, don't try to kiss her yet. Not after that. You're still reeling. You'll fall over if you try now.
Yeah, here's a figurine.
I don't want it. It looks expensive. I don't want it.
I thought the figurines... Oh. Okay.
Please don't give me any gifts.
You still have a vast soul.
We both said a lot of things. We were very young.
It was her. I can feel it. I can see it in her tender, long fingers, in her wrists. Her hand wrote it, said those things.
As Queen Regnant, I write a lot of letters.
You need to recite it to her, for effect. All of it. No summaries.
No, let's summarize.
Okay, Harry. Okay, it was morning and you slept. The room smelled of cigarettes and Rowans. There was hoarfrost on the ground when I left. It was autumn, the first one we had together. But you have to understand, it was 1 million years ago. No, it was 100 million years ago. I was someone else then, filled to the brim with love for you, hanging on your every word. Oh, Harry, you were the coolest. But I am no longer that person. This has taken her place. It will devour you. Harry, I will eat your mind.
What does that mean?
The light of the video rental
What if I'm
shines
into that?
through her dress now. A DeLorean figure, cut in black, moves below. It's still her. Her legs, her breasts, her hips.
Was cool?
The coolest. With your leather jacket and your boot-cut pants, smoking in the bus stop. I wanted you to be the rest of my life that day. And you were. Some of it, at least. You were my first. My first kiss. My first time to have sex. The first and worst time I fell in love. I will always have that with me. It's a fact. But that is all it is. It's like a ticket stub, Harry. It doesn't do anything anymore. Is there really anything left? If not, we can always repeat one of the things we have already talked about. Talk about it again. If you do not feel like doing that, You should let me go to the aerodrome.
Don't let her. Don't let her go there. You should redo the topics. Go over everything. The things you didn't say before, too. Make it go on and on. She doesn't know what to say.
Yes, okay. I'm glad. Do you know how much it hurts me to hear you say that? I'm shit, you made me shit. I can't do this anymore. I can't make you insane and shit anymore. I can't let you turn me into a bad person. I have to go.
Total annihilation. We got annihilated, Harry. You never had any power. You never were a moralist. Or anything. You can't even be insane or shit anymore. You have... No, don't say it. Don't beg. It will only make her go.
Yeah.
I have to, Harry. Really, I've already missed the 8:30. I'm gonna go now.
I was wrong. You don't have power over her anymore. You shouldn't have said that. I am wrong about everything. You should go on without me.
That was someone else. I betrayed her, overwrote her, and I'm happier for it. And I'm really going now. The time is up. I must be on the 10:20 flight. I won't see you, but you will see me.
So confused.
Oh, Harry. This is a dream. Can't you see? I'm already in Morova by now. Who knows how long ago this happened? A year? 2? 5 years ago? Right here, tomorrow night. Once this dream starts happening, it keeps happening. 3 times a week, at least. And Harry, it really, really looks like it started happening again. There's the video rental.
So we're like...
I'm suffocatingly beautiful. And young. And I smell of tutti frutti chewing gum. Like I did that time when I asked you for forgiveness. After leaving you the first time. So long ago. Oh yes, this is real darkness. It's not death, or war, or child molestation. Real darkness has love for a face. The first death is in the heart, Harry. See you tomorrow.
Fuck. I guess I shouldn't have gone to sleep.
You're up quick. How was your sleep? I did not want to wake you. Perhaps I should have? Was it a job dream?
No.
The lieutenant nods solemnly. I understand. We've all been through similar things. It can be overcome.
Am I internally bleeding?
Okay.
He's still worried. You must have really thrashed and squealed in your sleep.
Okay, so I can look at everything.
Books and magazines lie scattered on the floor and on a makeshift cupboard. They are not particularly well organized. Most are soft covers, serialized fantastique and detective stories from the 20s and 30s. This disparate digest includes the classic Animal Adventures, popular depictions of man versus nature by amateur naturalists T&T Harpin, among what is mostly commercial fiction and serialized stories. You find a magazine cathodique for electrical engineering. Then it's back to pulp. Light erotica, an international thriller about circuit benders.
Someone's made themselves a home.
Yeah, what stands out as unusual?
Oh yes, under the bed, there is a rather extensive collection of critical theory, that is, dour, life non-affirming left-wing literature, published by small imprints such as Abattoir Firm and Ouzia. It's not exactly like reading.
Look, Kim, a book. Left wing. I have no comments. Do you?
Ouzia. Humanitarian sciences. Stands out. Not a lot of critical theory around in Ravachol West anymore.
Your incendiary remark has failed to provoke him.
How's my remark incendiary? I picked the least incendiary thing
Wasn't there
possible.
some in the communist student's room?
Well, yes. That one student did.
The little books seem inconsequential next to the big pile of frivolous entertainment covering them.
Again, I am not a philosopher, but whoever has lived here, they have some education and a certain set of interests.
Interesting.
Very interesting. What's this? A shirt. Is this a pants? No, it's a scarf. A scarf that I will wear. I think. Yeah, let's wear it. No, that looks a little bit silly. We dress for fashion. Well, we're getting a lot of morale boosts. I'm not sure I'm a fan of that.
You see a small metal door nested inside a larger one. A heavy steel blast door. There is a conventional keyhole above the handle. It's very small.
How do we open this?
Maybe this
A
is one
key.
of the doors we don't open?
He's right. It would be better to open its big brother. A powerful engine hangs under the ceiling. It must control the blast door.
Yeah, we're opening this door.
All right, I retract my statement. It was naive. Let's look around and get it open.
Sure. What's this computer?
Green paint flecks off the monoblock aluminium cabinet. There are rows of switches on the front panel, a frequency band, and even a keyboard. The keys rattle like teeth. This keyboard hasn't been functional in decades.
The console of an anti-computation device. The generator upstairs, with wires coming out, they terminate here. Possibly. Urgence, ouvert, allumé, radiodiffusé. It sounds like this device was used to control the electronics here.
Okay.
This device was used to control the electronics in the room. It could open doors, control lights, function as a radio computer. The dial slides under the glass, silently. You make out defunct stations on the UKV frequency. The words, Feld Insula.
Insular. This is an off-air radio computer, I believe, used for military communications.
It's an air-gapped system, an off-air military model. Its circuits are nearly impossible to bend, i.e., it cannot be remote controlled. Nothing happens.
Yeah, we need to turn on the generator, right?
This old cylindrical generator waits with its hollow ring. The canister is empty. Dust falls from the generator and down into the ammo lift.
Oh, we have to refuel it. Sure. Sure. Ooh, nice. Still like a little bit reeling from that dream, jeez. So, okay, let's look around everywhere. Is that chain still going to be, here somewhere? Oh, what is this?
A strange feeling looking at the water. Maybe you should just wander off into the sea.
No,
Leave
shake it
it all.
off, shake it off. Okay, come on. Whoop. Oh yeah, I should stop running. Looks like the fuel I need. Yeah.
There's a rain-soaked mattress on a concrete slab, only half covered by the crumbling roof. At the head of it, double embrasures, firing slits like two eyes.
B triple prime. This looks like a good place to shoot from.
A single-person mattress, modern, civilian use. Brand name, Marjorie. There's a fuel stain on the cover, along with cigarette burns, and an empty can of beans on the ground next to it, filled to the brim with cigarette butts. The silhouette of a tobacco picker adorns the paper filter. The brand, Tio Moteri.
I may have been wrong when I said it wasn't important.
Aha!
This means the same person could have visited both locations. I didn't see any signs of smoking inside, though. If people live there, they keep it tidy. This here may also be a smoking spot.
There's a firing slit in the wall in front of you, like a little window. Quite old and grimy from years without cleaning by anything other than the rain. The springs screech as you lean on the mattress and crane your neck to look out. Trepidation, a tingling feeling in your stomach. A small piece of Martinez coastline opens up in the square in front of you, like a tiny landscape painting. 1 kilometer across the water, the ruins look familiar. A towering skyscraper, its top floors shaved off by artillery fire. Capeside apartments. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A and 33B. The red chimney and collapsed back of the 4-story tenement in front of the Whirling in Rags, Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 10, the doomed commercial area.
From the
box-shaped silhouette of the Whirling in Rags.
Yep.
You see a small fleck of white on the rooftop, the upstairs window of Clausia's room, in the rain, reflecting light.
Yep, there it is.
Do you have a line of sight to the window?
More than that.
A pair of binoculars? Or a scope of a rifle? You'd be prone, lying on a mattress, barrel resting on the embrasure.
Yep.
Cheek against a cheek rest, hand on the hair trigger, on a calm day like this.
Good. I think we have it, Detective. The origin of the shot. This is the sniper's nest.
Nice.
Affirmative.
A master cop work.
It's only moderately effective cop work until we have the weapon. It will not be, how do you say it, booyah, until where?
Could be in the
You
mattress.
think so? We would see them if they were here.
Perhaps it's a
Phasmid, an insulin
No,
phasmid.
officer, it's not an invisible shooter. But this island, on the other hand, or she, we should move.
Yeah, okay, let's move. Let's try and be quiet as well as just moving slowly because of my injured body and blood. So is this going to end with me dying? Probably. Of course, I always feel like there's somebody watching me. And I have no privacy. Let's just refuel that generator, open up the door. Oh, I want to run so bad.
This old cylinder. The lieutenant assists you, holding the
Thanks,
canister
Ken.
up to the fuel tank. There's a red starter switch on the side. The recoil start wakes the old generator up. The machine sputters like an old warhorse before settling down to a rattle.
That should do it.
I feel like if anyone's here, they definitely know that we are. Dang, that's loud.
A dim golden glow animates the console. Faint, like a ghost light. Urgence?
It's on. Turn emergency on.
Automatic
I will.
boot. The
Of course.
lighting in the room
Yeah.
turns on with a sizzle. A dim ambient. The dial slides under.
Insular.
It's an air-gapped system. The blast door opens with a series of clicks. A shaft of light appears, then widens as the light shines in.
I would have loved to open the smaller door, though. Oh well. I guess we need to interact with it again.
After you.
I feel like there's someone watching me.
So did I. Not back there, but I felt it since we came here.
What if we get into another fight?
Don't worry. I have a gun.
Thanks, Kim.
Harry, this reminds you, you're out of bullets.
Yeah, I'm out of bullets, Kim.
Then it's extra good that mine is not. I don't know.
A thin wisp of smoke rises from a charred black fire pit. The wind picks up, then dies down again.
Okay, let's go. Gonna fight Kim, you shoot. I will pick up trash. Where's this lead? higher. What are these little white lights or thingies? Oh, small white flowers. Oh. Okay, let's not go confront him just yet. He is armed. I guess we can't really explore much out here. Okay. He's the only thing that we can do. Hello, sir.
An old man wearing tracksuit trousers leans on the frame stock of his rifle. He gathers a big ball of spit in his mouth, then spits it out into the extinguished fire before him. He raises his black eyes, hooded by creased eyelids, to meet yours. Unclouded by cataracts, his eyesight is sharp.
Nice gun.
It's not nice. It's a piece of shit. But it gets the job done.
Is that a bell in my grave?
It's a 3-Angong 446.
Southeast Samaran made. Exotic. Must be defunct too. No modern rifle manufacturer of that name springs to mind.
A Samaran rifle. How did you get hold of one?
It was sent to us by our brothers in the Sinyao commune. Military aid.
It has stayed true to him. He can still make it sing.
Okay, so let's be careful of him. Did you close that blast door?
I did. And you opened it. How?
How'd you know I was coming?
Reactionary rock and roll music.
Oh.
Playing on the water.
Sure, sure.
Told you we shouldn't play sad FM.
You didn't say that, Kim.
I did.
Oh.
We have entered a world where he said you shouldn't. It is the only world.
It wasn't reactionary, it was cool.
The fascists were right about rock and roll. It is degenerate. Hip gyrating, mental illness.
I'm
music.
sorry, there was nothing about that song you could hip gyrate to. Put down that gun, sir.
The lieutenant pulls his pistol from the holster.
You are a glorified night watchman. This is a service rifle. I can only lay it down before an enemy commander of corresponding rank.
There does not seem to be a magazine in the well. The rifle's side is clearly visible.
You don't even have a magazine.
You're right. It's a good thing I got one in the chamber.
Oh, wait. Yes.
Oh. What do you think, Kim?
The lieutenant aims his pistol.
Oh no, I
square
don't mean
at the
fucking
man's
shoot him.
forehead.
Put it down now, sir.
Okay.
Or you're gonna blow my brains out before you question me. To hell with it. It's a walking stick anyway. It's out of bullets.
He stares on, his wrinkled mouth moving without a sound. A strange sadness, like a song.
What'd you say?
The future teaches you to be alone.
The present.
The present to be afraid and cold. Real music. Real Proletkult. That's La Revacholière, not your rock and roll misanthropy. Chanson de soldat of the black and whites.
Okay.
Marching song. Forget about that for a moment. You need to address that remark first.
Yeah, I know.
There you go. 1 of 3. In Grad, they sang Brave Children, favorites of history. And in Sinyao, it was some Samaran shit, I guess.
Well, thanks.
His gaze follows your motions. The rifle feels surprisingly light in your hand.
Let's take a
Frame
look.
stopped and patched in places with tape and wire. The rifle's in a shabby state, like a crutch that's seen too much travel. Hieroglyphs are embossed into the forearm, made of walnut. On the butt, you see Vespertine writing, burnt into the wood. Triangon, 4.46mm, made in Sinyao.
Yes, he's jacketed 446.
The right type and the right calibre.
He's liking this. The old man keeps following your motion with his gaze. His right arm twitches suddenly. This looked very much like the murder weapon. It can be used against him to get a confession. In time.
Yeah, who are you?
My name is Josef Lilianovich Dross. Political Commissar of the 114th Anti-Aircraft Division of the 4th Army of the Commune of Revachol. I am a deserter, a partisan, and a prisoner of war. This is my termless surrender.
The commune of Revachol? Do you mean the ICM? You're a holdover from the...
From the Insular Indian Citizens Militia, the army of the revolution. I was recruited in Jamrock in 07.
So has he been on this
trained
island
in
for,
the
like,
École de
decades?
Contrôle Orient, and consigned to emergency defense duties in 08. I left my unit on the eve of the landing. When I returned here on May 14th, the commune had fallen. Still armed and ideologically trained, I wrote a criticism of myself and resumed partisan duties. 43 years. No.
What has he been eating?
I've been on other islands too.
Oh, okay.
I was an Resurrection until they turned it into a spa in 18. Then I was an E48, a nameless sound, until the sea washed over it. Then I came back here. That was 22 years ago.
How have you survived?
How does anyone survive? I steal.
Now hold on there.
You could become self-employed, create the system.
You're insane and grotesque. Everyone steals. Vegetables, supplies. It's the life of a dog.
How is your health, Mr. Dross?
I've been throwing up blood since winter. Red, like beetroot. Been passing it in stool, too.
He does seem frail. Gaunt for his age. More like 75 than 65. Trouble putting on weight could mean cancer.
TRCM can provide medical services. You need to be looked over.
I need to die. You don't have medical facilities. You have guns. That's all they give you. Toy guns.
We do have painkillers.
There's nothing to look over. The triage is in, and it's black. Administer morphine. Moribund.
What about Druamine?
I have been running out of that stuff. I haven't. I have holes in my brain. Years missing. Others filled with pain only. A decade of I don't even know what. Inferno?
I would imagine it gets tremendously difficult, mentally, to live in isolation.
Traitors.
Yeah, probably.
It's better alone. I watch the people of this city turn the lights back on more and more each year. Ruins, glimmering in the dark, like a fucking merry-go-round. It's disgusting.
Are they not heartbroken? How could they have moved on?
Yeah, what was this place?
It's not an island, Dwat. It's a defensive fortification of the commune of Revachol. And I am its last surviving defender. It was hard in the Thames. I didn't have partisan training. They were searching for stragglers, those bloodhounds. Floodlights on the water at night.
There were posters, campaigns.
We communards still hoped, and they needed to snuff that hope out. The East capitulated. Martinez and Coal City were turned to dust. But Jamrock, Forburg, even Coron, and Boogie Street, of course. Those fucking kips had Marsov coursing through their veins. And others too. Some cordons of Revachol was still fighting. There were cells. I tried to contact them. Soon they all went silent. The frequencies dead. At night, I used a dinghy. I only went after dark then. When I got to the city, I stayed underground. Patrols, you lot, the commons too. They'd started snitching.
In the city, you move underground?
From bunker to bunker. Not anymore. No one cares now. I don't even have to hide. They think I'm another antisocial vagrant. I could walk straight into that town if I wanted. I just...
Huh. And do you smoke tea material?
I do.
What about on Land's End?
They're good. Plenty of tar. I like that boy on the pack, too. Reminds me of the last century.
What about that bunker under the Feld building?
The propaganda bunker. I used to, but not anymore.
Propaganda bunker?
They stored leaflets there. Broadcasting equipment, too. Made broadcasts, I think. Propaganda officers. I buried them with their leaflets. They killed themselves. 2 young boys. And a lot of our boys did. I spent some winters there. Never liked it. Kept thinking of them. No need to go underground anymore. It's better in the ruins, on the ground. So you finally found it. There must have been a small squadron's worth of arms in there. Elmer Graves, right?
Yeah.
I know.
So you've been there?
Sleeping. Some nights. Ammo scrounging on others. Those McGraves were shit, even before they corroded. Some had bullets in the chamber, however.
You feel the dots connecting. Little dots on the map he's walked across.
Yeah, but why don't you just hang out, walking around the city?
I don't want to. They're all traitors. Pigs, rabbits, and dogs. Men without ideals are only animals.
He does not want to see life moving on. People forgetting, drinking, laughing. The old man looks across the water, at the city, the ruins, the motorways rising above it.
I was just 16 years old. 15 when I volunteered. I had a lapse of faith. You could say I misunderstood the historic role of the proletariat and thought Mazovian socioeconomics were fallible. For a second, I doubted the irreducible laws of historic materialism. A second is all it took for reaction to take hold.
What's reaction?
Petty bourgeois terror. It's in all men.
I don't understand.
It's the same thing. You haven't seen it. Not really. Not naked. It's impossible not to be afraid.
It remains unclear what it is. He makes leaps he doesn't expect you to follow.
And this was when?
May the 13th, 08. 44 years ago. The horizon was black with coalition airships. Their petroleum rose to the sky, and it looked like it formed the clouds. Storm clouds. When they started shelling, it was dark magic. The combined might of international capital. All at once, all the greed and terror in the world tore into Revachol. It lifted streets from the ground and turned houses into ghosts. We were in the flak tower, huddled on the floor. The artillery was 80 kilometers away in Ozon, but I knew the commune would fall. We would all be turned into ash. So I said I was going to the map room.
A terrible shame, still within him. The lobes of his ears are red with it. The shame and smallness of what he became.
I ran. I climbed the chain link across
it's
the
hard to
water
blame him.
and hid inland. In the bunkers underground. Like the weakest of the weak. A mouse. Frightened of the ordnance all night. And the sound of the rotors in the morning.
Honestly, what the hell would the hell was he going to do against like a fleet of airships shelling them anyways?
Airships. I climbed out into hell. The landing was complete. The chain was submerged. I had to swim back. The fortress was half submerged too. Shattered. They'd all drowned in the lower levels, or got torn to shreds above. The anti-aircraft gun had malfunctioned. So had I. I left them without ideological direction. It was real. I'd seen it. I'd seen it in reality.
But what?
The mask of humanity fall from capital. It has to take it off to kill everyone, everything you love. All the hope and tenderness in the world. It has to take it off just for 1 second to do the deed. And then you see it, as it strangles and beats your friends to death. The sweetest, most courageous people in the world. You see the fear and power in its eyes. Then you know that the bourgeois are not human. I had to fight it. I had to never stop. You're with the RCM, the coalition-appointed mob that enforces bourgeois morals in Revachol.
Yeah, we're with the RCM.
Let's. You represent the Moralist International, the enemies of humanity who took this city. I represent their adversary, le Parti Communiste dans le Monde. Take me to them as a prisoner of war. I have relinquished my weapon. I can no longer serve. No superiors can relieve me of my duty. You bulldoze them all to a mass grave for trying to free humanity.
A spray of blood from his mouth on the black charcoal in the fire pit. Rene, the royalist on the coast, said,
Never signed the Revacholian Instrument of Surrender.
Liberal reactionaries signed that instrument. Traitors who should have been burned alive. I answer to the Communist Party.
Is that part of why you've been here all this time? Because the party didn't surrender?
He just wipes the blood from his chin.
I guess it's honorable in a way.
Honor is a feudal atavism. My motive is class. No, I am not a soldier. I am an ideological officer. I belong to the party, not the army.
Sure.
Like you belong to the moralist party.
Oh, okay. I guess how it
43
progresses with
years
all of
and
these.
10 months. It's not how a human being should live. But I had to. I couldn't just forget. I couldn't just forget what I saw.
He just couldn't. He nods. But he can now.
What have you been doing during all this time?
Hiding, fishing, waiting.
Did you shoot that guy? Probably not.
Where the afternoon grows late, on Rue de Saint-Ghislain, people walk home. Street lights will soon be lit. Further inland, the streets are alive with workers, men, women, children.
Always waiting. For her to return.
Her who?
Girl, child, revolution.
What?
Always.
Girl, child, revolution.
The material base for an uprising has eroded. The working class has betrayed mankind and themselves. The historic opportunity for a revolution has passed. It will not come back anymore, however hard I try.
Are we finally going to
Whatever
ask
I
whether he
do.
killed that dude?
There's nothing serious in this world. It's a farce.
We've been using this gun for.
I've used it for killing people.
Killing people?
It's a gun. That's what they're for. You want a moralist euphemism? Defending your family and your property. I haven't done that. I've used it to kill people.
Interesting. During or after the war?
There is no after the war. Class war is never over.
So he's continued killing after hostilities ended. Okay. Go in
Okay.
straight. No euphemisms. He doesn't like those. No. Be careful now. Slow and steady does it. Make him repeat it first. Don't
We
mess
don't need
this
to
up.
make him repeat it.
Remember, he wants to tell you. Get personal.
Let's just straight out ask him.
The who now?
He
I don't
heard
think he
you.
did it.
He just wants to hear you say it again. This is dramatic flair on his part. Right choice. We're in. Do it, sire.
Oh, yes. That one. Ugly piece of work, that boy.
Did you kill him?
I am a son of a welder and an officer of the commune
He's
of
just not
Revachol.
going to tell us?
I do not collaborate with murderers and pederasts of the liberal regime.
A drop of blood in the saliva. Exhaust him with proof. Pile it all on him. Get a confession. The gun.
What if it isn't him?
The murder weapon is the perfect opener. The scent of blood in the air. But what else? There was something you can't remember.
Hit myself in the head.
Wait, here it comes. The goddamn Maybells. The dried Maybells on Clausia's roof.
Yes.
There were Maybells in the grass when you got here. They're revolutionary symbols from the war. Nowhere else, nowhere in all of Martinaise have you seen them this spring.
Yes.
Damn Maybells. The whole island is turning white with them.
He seems tender suddenly, nostalgic even. A strange mood swing.
So many this year, too. The spring is coming. No, It's already here. Wash the filth away. They blossom on the islets before. We fertilize them with our blood. Resurrection was snow white in May, before they ruined it.
South, the Bay of Martinez is dotted with little freckles of islets, turning green, with white flowers in white snow.
The coast, too, before they piled their containers on top of it, filled with broken, useless trash for fat-fingered bourgeois children to play with. Classier.
Yeah.
With the victim.
There is a small tremble, looks like a smile, a crooked smile, yet isn't quite voluntary. He's about to burst.
Yeah, we did the ballistics.
I saw you poking around there, looking for evidence. You're damn diligent when it comes to dead fascies. Did you like the view?
You had direct visibility. There are embrasures in the concrete, specifically meant for a top follower to use. And you had a long-range rifle in your possession. You've been here a long time, Mr. Dras. Too long. You clearly need medical aid.
I do too.
I'm ready to die. I've done my part.
He's practically admitting to it. Dead fascists for fascists. Done his part.
We need an actual admission, though.
Just one thing remains unclear. The
Oh.
rifle does not seem to have a scope.
Oh.
Forget about your stupid fucking scope. I don't know where it is.
It wasn't me, it's the student.
Find it yourself. It's your problem now.
He lost it. He just doesn't know where it is. Forget it. Push on.
Because it's a sniper's nest, you stupid fuck. Radio Gosh is right. You have worms in your brain.
The dead man did tell me communism killed him.
Stupid dwat.
The lieutenant looks at you with worry in his eyes. Not this, he seems to say. Anything but this.
Intuition is an aberrant psychologism. It
Crypto-fascism.
reeks of crypto-fascism. The parasite class use intuition to justify their rank in life. It's all just palmistry and magic, Earl creatures.
What's an Earl creature?
Your brain is rotting from the radio waves.
He does not answer the provocation. It does not look like he thinks this approach worked. But
It
still,
didn't.
somehow you knew it was a communist. Perhaps you suspected it before you took the case. Was it supposed to? The inland sea is dark, vast, and on the surface, meaningless.
Interesting.
Standing there, slack-jawed, brain festering.
Not a lot of guns around that use military-grade ammunition, are there?
It's true.
It's a real gun, not like your little musketeer pistols. I've seen you prance around with those, jumping hoops for the liberals. You look like imbeciles. Why don't you ask them to give you real weapons? Going against automatic rifles with these toy guns. Of course you got those boys killed.
Damn,
We
he
did.
saw you. He's watched it happen. He would have a good view of the tribunal from here. It's not just empty boasting. So he saw you. Okay. So what? Don't let it divert you.
You know what? You're right. I'm convinced this made the shot. Should we call it?
I'm not sure if we do. We need the scope.
4.46 jacketed ammunition, modified for range. We have it. This is good.
Okay. Kim agrees, so. I think we
This
might be
feels
wrong,
good,
though.
doesn't it? Tearing things up like this. When you have the murder weapon, you have the killer.
Murder.
Like a marionette on some invisible string.
You know who he was. A coalition-trained murderer. armored and armed. He wasn't human. The blunt end of a hammer, dripping with blood.
He was a soldier too.
Beating us to the ground, moaning with joy. You hounds get so thorough when a company-trained killer dies. I haven't seen you on this coast for 40 years. You know, maybe I should have killed one sooner. Got your attention. Now you stop beating druggies and prostitutes in your basement. Now you come to investigate. Not when they die by the hundreds.
This is it. Shot him. Shot him. Say shot him, not killed him.
Oh, the inhumanity. One paramilitary less in Revachol.
The lieutenant raises his right arm to hush you. Hush. He does not need to be pushed anymore.
Okay,
the
okay.
ball is while the lieutenant listens, holding his breath.
Nod.
I had them in my sights. Both of them. Him and the whore. I was breathing with them, in phase. And I pulled the trigger and flew on the air until I landed in his mouth. I didn't think I had a shot like that in me anymore. I did. I saw him kneel there with his mouth full of death, and that stupid look on his face. Nothing. I went to sleep. Next morning there were Maybells everywhere. The world was white, or what's left of it anyway. My last spring here. I knew the fascists would come to avenge their own, and so they did.
Mr. Dross, are you aware you're confessing to murder?
Yes.
Okay.
And you were looking at them, the victim and a young woman, having sex, through the scope of your rifle
You
that
need
night
the scope.
before you shot him?
The old man nods.
Why?
Because that's what they were doing.
The motive. This is where the motive is going to come from.
I don't understand. Do you, detective?
I don't understand.
I'm always looking.
Are you always looking through the scope of a rifle? I'm just trying to understand.
A rifle scope has the best magnification.
And if you don't like it?
Click.
Yes. Think of it as a form of critique.
He will not stop now. These dialectical materialist types never do. Exploit it.
Ooh, okay. Anything else?
A tragic comedy. Druggies, prostitutes, and rentiers.
A strange little engine seems to fire up in him again. It straightens his back. The familiar put, put, put of hatred.
Specifically, the whole city is a charnel house. Stripped clean and draped in neon. But Martinez is the worst. Because of the racists. Everyone is a racist in Martinez. It's their favorite thing to do in the whole world. Listening to race-themed radio shows. In the ruins. In their lorries.
I don't fucking understand. Like, this guy, though, just in, like, this conversation since we met him, has used several in-game racial slurs, like kipped. And the guy he shot, while I guess maybe was a fascist, I don't know. I guess he was a racist, so sure. Maybe he kills people who are racists?
Pump full of steroids
I don't know, this
and
is
Radio
weird.
Revachol 92. Race this, race
He'd
that.
hate Measurehead.
It's all sanctioned by that Social Democratic Union and the farce of a Social Democrat who runs it.
Like, he hates literally everyone there pretty equally, it sounds like.
Yes, the fly larva in his container. He let some nihilistic advertising yuppies erect a statue of Philippe III, a syphilitic murderer,
Let's not interrupt.
on the town square. To spit, not since the serfs of ancient Pericarnassus has history produced a more inert social class than the Martinez proletariat. The rest of Revachol at least pretends to rebuild. These people still live in ruins. In tents, like animals. Like those boom-boom morons on the ice. A pity they didn't drown in that tent of theirs. The worst of them is the blood-drenched Sucrion on her yacht, licking her lips. The old whore's gone now. Her gun-toting porcelain men are dead. So, actually, no. The worst is that old cock parading around in his uniform, throwing balls all day.
Renee's dead.
It's
so...
not enough that the racists and liberals are dancing on our graves. The old loyalist ghouls still parade the ruins too. Every morning he's there, while the parasites he fought to protect are off in Ozon, or Quayamoran, or some other island they built their palaces on, feeding on drugs and having sex with their own children. That's all the rich really want. Sex with their own children.
Sure.
Throughout history, even the royal bloodline of the suzerain, it's all just an excuse for them to have sordid sex. We did good when we pushed him under the horse car, until, in the 30s, those disco whores.
Well, don't you talk out against disco.
The disco whores are too much. Hatred shuts down his brain's language center, leaving only a nonsensical sputter. There was something about a statue and nihilistic advertising agency people might be worth investigating.
Yeah, Renee.
Every fucking morning for 34 years. Throwing that ball. One ball against the other. I've always loathed that game. That is not a working class game. I don't care what they say on Radio June. Royalist ghouls played like it was life itself. Click, clack across the water each day. And that uniform, like a parrot plumage. I won't even mention that he's a traitor to his race. A petanque maniac race traitor. I remember him. I remember him from La Noce. Not him personally, his make and model. There were tens of thousands of them. I thought we took them all out before the liberals came to their rescue. We missed one, that one.
There doesn't seem to be a single person under the pint.
Fat and plump, like a pheasant, just begging to be popped off.
Why didn't he?
Please, Mr. Dross, shoot me. Not yet. I like to look at him strut around, place the crosshair on his medals, right on his face, and just fiddle the trigger. Think about it. Let the bomb melt in my mouth.
Save the treat for later?
He is a juicy bonbon, that one. A real treat for the black day. The blackest. When I put that gun in my own mouth, I think, no, don't waste it. Put this lead in that cock, Renee. For the boys he killed. And then I look at him throw those balls, and I suddenly feel better. I even hid one bullet, so I'd always have one for him.
Oh, so
Haven't
there's a
seen him
bullet
around
around.
lately, strutting around. Must be down with arthritis. I hope it hurts like hell. I hope he sweats blood.
He died.
No. I waited too long.
and now he's dead?
I'm sorry, Mr. Dross.
I understand you knew him for a long time.
They're all dead now. Fuck it. All human beings care about each other. I cared for seeing his head explode. Now, God damn this world. Fuck you.
Fair enough.
You think I haven't seen people die? It's all I've seen them do. Fuck and die. All the other plans we had. To love. To colonize the Pale. It's all fucked.
He's not.
How would you colonize the Pale?
This is just another black day in a row of black days. Something strange is keeping him together, making him endure an idea told to him by grown-ups from radio towers and leaflets in beautiful print when he was still a teenager. Everything is possible if we fight. And then he lost it. So did they all.
I don't want to talk about goddamn social democrats. Traitors is all they are. Brain dead.
Rene still presses on his mind.
Frizzell the First. Philip the Second. What's the difference? Syphilitic mud.
Disco.
I don't even care about those whores anymore. Get it? Glad we talked about what?
Yeah, what exactly did you not like that movie,
Them.
right?
Fucking. I didn't like that. Jealousy is a reactionary concept. I didn't like the Reaver enjoying himself. Drugged out, soothed in the arms of a young woman. I wanted him to die so he could not enjoy life anymore.
For him to stop reacting to stimuli, to be broken off from the world, cordoned into darkness.
And I wanted to see his head explode. That too. She should know better than to hold a child murderer between her thighs. I knew he'd be there for one more second. Writhing. That's all it takes for the bullet to reach his head. Now that I think of it, I wasn't aiming for his mouth. I wanted his brains to spill out on her. But you can't have everything.
That was like a perfect mouth shot.
This man has seen past her, like you did.
Since she came to Martinez, I saw her sneaking in the reeds early in the morning, behind the Fell building. It was dark, still winter. She didn't have her skimpy outfit on then, just a spot in the night, moving.
Past the Fell building on the coast?
Yeah, what would
was
she
she
be
doing
doing
there?
Hiding something in the water. She had a fag after she'd done it. I was up in the ruins there. She couldn't see me, but I could see her, smoking. She was nervous,
Okay.
but not scared. Her passport and ticket to Villiers. And from there to Cachet Brut.
In the free state of Seminine, hidden away at the edge of the earth, near the Pale.
Yes, after she'd gone. It was a submersible. Well made, actually.
Sloppy. We should have gotten her to tell us
We
about
should
this.
have.
Did you take the documents?
No, I put them back. Why would I take them? I'm not going to film. Oh, I mean... I did. She had a face like an archipelago, with those birthmarks. And
What a
body
great description.
hard and lean and bruised all over. Black and yellow. I could see she's taken a beating. I could see who she was, too. A spook. On the run. Revachol's the cloaca of capital now.
Cloaca
All
of
the
capital.
bagmen and arms dealers end up here to do drugs and have sex like animals.
You could tell she was a spook from the documents?
She had different color hair on the photo and glasses. Forged. Some sordid bourgeois affair. I've heard about this kind of thing on the radio.
He's setting it up for you. The bruises, you can't make that out in a scope.
You can't see bruises through a scope. It's just a blur. I have my ways.
What ways?
Not in this lifetime, Dwat.
On her.
Dang.
You lost it. Dive for other clues now, like you always do. Make it up in the deep end.
There's nothing to hold on to. Only this. It's not enough.
The coals of his eyes glisten suddenly, like stones dripping with water. Is he crying?
Man needs to feel something else. In this fight, it helps if you have your eye on something there. It's weakness, I know. Yes, over the years. It's not unproletarian to feel something. No.
Why?
I don't really know. I was there one night and she was crying, like a child, in the corner of her room on the floor, like she does sometimes.
So do you have the key to that secret passageway in the whirling?
The day after I killed him. Yes, I don't know why I do the things I do anymore. Maybe, I told you, I have holes in my brain now. I wouldn't just sit here waiting for you. If you came 10 years ago, I would have killed you.
In the silence, the lieutenant draws a line in his notes. One more down.
Her.
The lieutenant nods at you in acknowledgement.
Nice.
That's it. Motive. We have it.
Where is she, that Clasier? I haven't seen her there for days. Gone. I knew it.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
She kept staring into the scope this last week at the island, like she knew. She'd look at night, crying or smoking on the roof, staring right into me. It doesn't matter.
Midtown, across the Bay of Revachol, the oceanic wind washes 40-story towers. Above them, Lusanne's Central Aerodrome, a cocoon suspended in the sky by a web. On the platform, a young woman is withdrawing from amphetamines, barbiturates, and alcohol. Yet still, she smiles among the crowd, among the great ghosts of the city she's leaving, for another, far south, smaller, distant, hidden, not like the great chandelier she sees sparkle in the night below her. Streetlights, towers, tenements, and water, and across it, a dark strip of ruins, barely visible, if she didn't squint her eyes. He knew she knows. She was looking at the island, figuring it out, day by day, cigarette by cigarette. The old man has fallen silent, staring at your feet. The burnt logs in the fire are moist from the sea
I'll try
air.
this, but I don't think I'll get it.
For a 60-year-old man with stomach trouble, who spent his entire life alone on an uninhabited island, he's prone to erratic hand gestures and clearly malnourished. But that's it. You can see no more by...
I ain't going.
Yeah, my new stuff, dude.
Yes?
Or do I? Do we arrest him, or should we go back to a student's place? Let's save, let's save. Well, I guess we have no reason not to arrest him. Okay, I'll go back and arrest him. Officer indecisive. But I do think that there's something that we're missing.
The old man's.
What? But you said I would be taken to the...
Wait, what did I say?
The sum of all the erratic movements, fidgeting, and mood swings he's been exhibiting. The wind picks up. The silence on the water is broken all around you. Little shivers of waves appear. The lieutenant continues, like an incantation.
Yeah, was he put up to this by that student?
Your wayfarer rights have been suspended. Information provided to the officers on the scene will be used against you by the pro... Do you understand?
But... No, I don't want to. I have to stay here.
I don't understand.
He's sweating. Beads are forming on his forehead.
Your confirmation is not required, sir. Now on to the boat.
Wait.
There it is again. To your north, as it has been since you came to the coast. The reeds whisper.
The reeds?
Stalks rubbing against each other.
The phasmid.
But then, in the middle of something completely different. It sounds like a bow, very slowly being drawn against the strings of a violin. A very small violin, made of reeds and rushes.
Maybe there is room for 3 on the boat.
Pushkin.
What?
What are you talking about? Is this...
Your skin crawls.
Please tell me it's the phasmid. Oh, that thing's enormous. I guess Lena was right. Tim, do you see that?
A delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the reeds, limb by limb, to then just stand there, moving its scythe-like arms in ghostly silence.
Blink.
It's still there, an unfolding mechanism of reed-like chitin, hovering in place.
What are you talking about? There's nothing there.
Oh, so they can't see it.
The stick insect is over 3 meters tall. It looks straight at you with its tiny pinprick eyes and its grotesquely small head. You feel your legs shaking under you and your gun hand move to your holster.
I'm out of bullets. It doesn't matter. Why would I grab my gun?
Tell me what you see, damn it. I can't make out one small thing in there.
I can see it.
Tim can see it. Awesome.
4 simple words. Thank God. If he can see, then you're not insane. But that means it's really there, spinning slowly, in absolute silence. Its limbs long and slender.
Be very, very careful.
Okay, let's walk to it. Carefully.
The creature stands on long stilt-like legs, antennae hanging from its head like a woman's hair.
Oh, these traps would have
white
never
and
caught
curled
this.
at the
Those
tips.
locust traps.
It is no more than 5 steps away from you. Reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearms, it produces a faint hiss, like a reel-to-reel machine spinning after the tape breaks. The hiss is different from the strings you heard before. It says something else in a lower pitch.
Approach.
Slowly, with your breath held, you take 2 small steps toward the phasmid. The creature lets out a series of ultrasonic clicks that swarm around your head like swallows. Like laughter, a sort of happiness. Sweat
Is it
drips
happy?
from your brow, soak in your chest. You reek of it, your chemicals. The tracheal system on the creature's abdomen expands in front of you to take in and expel air it's smelling you. Hissing and clicking, it extends its mandible-like antennae to greet you. You're right below it now, looking up at the colossal chitin of its white limbs. The head of the creature is crowned by reeds, and its eyes are like small droplets of water. The insect stops its stridulation, seeming to observe you. Below its crown
Should I
of
not touch
reeds,
it?
little pinprick eyes detect motion, glittering. The world stands still around you. Suddenly, there is silence. As you do, the invertebrate comes to life, its limbs moving independent of
Please
each
don't
other,
attack me. Please
as
don't
if
attack me.
each has a mind of its own. They are white, like stalks of porcelain, knitting above you, praying to you.
What?
The reed creature does not stop its stridulations. It towers above you, parting the reeds it emerged from. Tuft-like structures still rustle on its joints.
Hello.
No reply. A total ancient silence comes from its mouth, along with what appears to be some kind of foam. The stridulations of its limbs continue all around you.
Tiptoe.
You were right. Little bubbles form on the mouth parts of the creature, on its segmented lower lip. It looks to be foaming, slowly. The foam is white, then yellowish. The faintest smell, like you've never felt before. Like burnt roses.
Careful. It may be poisonous.
The foam slowly turns a darker shade, like burnt caramel,
What's
as
it
the
doing?
insect moves its mouth parts, masticating. The little bubbles begin to burst, one by one, letting out that same smell, like summer burning.
Nose of parthenogenesis. Sure. What are you doing?
I exist.
It's talking to me. I also exist.
Tell me what it's like for you.
Existence? Burning fire.
Fire? Where?
Inside.
I do not have fire inside me. In me, there is not even blood, but lymph, like sap from a wine palm. Now, I will tell you what it's like for me. For me, it is a series of half-lit images, a kind of darkness, being intruded upon, transient, dim, moist.
Intruded upon.
Shapes of plants and animals, and internal sensations. A swarm of sounds, tiny vibrations on the inside of my forearms. All speak of complexities totally beyond my understanding. I am at the end of a narrow funnel, weightless, so light it only feels like something to be me. In truth, perhaps I'm nothing. I certainly do not have a soul, and if I did, it would never burn. Are you sure? Sometimes, when molting, I regrow a lost limb. One time something went wrong, and a small leg replaced a missing antenna.
A small leg.
No, the leg tried to move around independently, making it hard to walk.
Don't have a foot there now.
Yes, thankfully someone ate it. The next time I molded, I grew an antenna again.
Oh. What are you?
I am an unknown species of the order Phantasmodia, endemic to the Insulindian Insula. For the last 350 years, I have hidden in plain sight, masquerading as the reeds, molting, cloning myself, unfolding at night to play with trash bins and boys. And when unnoticed by the first settlers and the land surveyors of the suzerain, also by the soldiers of the revolution and the officials of the occupation, even the Seminese islanders who came here first but did not stay have not seen me. I have stayed hidden through 4 forms of government and 2 scientific revolutions until I was accidentally discovered by a detective of the citizen militia in Revershaw, district of Martinez, March 51.
Where does this come from?
Not even the birds know that. Not even the water lily. You can also eat it. If it's a leaf, you can put it in your mouth. Yum yum. Or read.
Yum yum. Is this a dream?
No, you're awake. I am real. Light is forming me. This is real.
I am a detective.
So am I. I was born to detect sucrose rewards and semiochemicals. What were you born to detect?
The killer.
He's in a bad state, deteriorating fast now. He thinks I am beneficial to him, but I am not. I only quicken his deterioration.
You?
Very slowly, and only because he won't go away. It is meant to keep them from noticing me, to interfere with the pictures in their heads. But he has looked at me for too long, and I am destroying him.
Oh.
No, you are. The moral of our encounter is, I am a relatively medium life form, while it is you who are a total extreme madness. A volatile senior nerve system ominously new to the planet. The Pale too came with you. No one remembers it before you. The Nidarians do not. The radially symmetrics do not. There is an almost unanimous agreement between the birds and the plants that you are going to destroy us all. It is a nervous shadow cast into the world by you, eating away at reality. A great, unnatural territory. Its advent coincides with the arrival of the human mind.
Yeah, I can't do that.
You're a violent and irrepressible miracle. The vacuum of cosmos and the stars burning in it are afraid of you. Give me enough time, you will wipe us all out and replace us with nothing. Just by accident. We suspect it will be something like the oxygen holocaust that wiped out anaerobic life 2.6 billion years ago, when organisms first started breathing. Only much worse.
Instead of air, you exhale thoughts. There are no trees that eat thoughts.
Everything your eyes touch goes back there, behind the nose mirror. What if you blink? Are we still here? Please don't blink. What if he misplaces us all one day, or just forget? Please be. Or one day, one of you will close your eyes and sigh, and open them to see that none of this ever existed.
It doesn't look like that, no. You're just staring at it.
Okay, so we're having like mental communication, or maybe this conversation's in my head.
I think we should take the picture, and then you should back away from the unstudied species.
No, there is one more.
Okay.
Thank you. I also have one more thing to say to you before you go. That woman, turn from the ruin. Turn and go forward. For freedom.
Try.
She was hell on earth. It doesn't take a 3-meter stick insect to tell you that.
Okay, Kim.
Okay.
I don't
There
think
is
it'll
no
show up
change
on the
in the
photo.
insect's motion while it's being aimed by the camera. It remains fixated on you.
In 3. If it moves, you jump back. I'll shoot. Here we go. 3.
I don't
2,
think it'll show up on the photo anyways.
1.
The shrill flash of the camera cuts the air like the blade of a sword. The phasmid freezes in its bright light. Head turned toward the lieutenant, hypnotized
I'm
by
sorry,
the flash. It stands frozen before you.
I got it.
Immortalized.
I'm gonna slowly try and
The
reassure it.
antennae hang from a great height. With your hand shaking, you barely touch the tip of the left whisker. On contact, the kiting curls into a spiral, like the tip of a poison ivy. Its touch on your fingertip feels cold, ticklish. It is surprisingly delicate, the curly end of the whisker, like a young vine. It's even a bit wet.
Be careful, detective. It's moving.
You were right. It glistens with some kind of moisture. The creature in front of you stays frozen. A shudder pulses through the creature's limbs. It jolts back to life, like a record continuing where it left off, in a swaying, praying motion. Even the small black pearls of its eyes do not stray from you. As you're turning away, the phasmid mirrors your movements, stepping on the water, the long limbs carrying its feather weight without breaking its surface.
Well, that was awesome. This guy, though, must think that we're utterly insane if he couldn't see
it. And just like that, it's gone, skating away across the sea's calm mirror like a skipping stone, leaving nothing but circles on the water. And something under it, in the place it stood, bobbing there, among the reeds,
loot.
A collection of items.
It's gone.
What now?
In some kind of strange, semi-catatonic state.
Our suspect is not looking so good. We need to check on him. Also, it looks like the insect had some kind of nest there. Look.
Yeah, I'll look.
Maybe it has left some proof.
In the reeds, where the phasmid was hiding, you see a little
Maybe
flash
eggs?
of white. Porcelain white.
Oh, the helmet. And the rifle scope. Well, first, we put on that helmet. No, we don't. It's worse than our current one. I want to see what it looks like. I hate. Where's the scope? Suffered water damage.
What is it? What do you want from me? I can't go.
Something is very wrong with him now.
I don't understand.
Mr. Dras?
The man does not respond. He keeps staring, black eyes glazed over and bulging from their
Let's just
sockets.
touch him gently.
The plastic cape feels coarse. A light shiver passes the man. Other than that, no reaction. He feels small and frail.
He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility. The good news is, this solves our transportation problem, doesn't it, Mr. Dras?
The trembling mouth appears to sigh.
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here, while we go and get help. It will need to be medical first, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Old age and shock. Yes, the arrest and the appearance of the Phasmid, the combined stress. But you think it's something more than that, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
There's much more. Remember what it said when it spoke.
You should be more careful, Detective. Are you sure it wasn't having an effect on you? A valid hunch. Long-term exposure to something like that could be neurodegenerative. Also, please be careful when approaching a known species in the future.
When am I ever careful, Kim?
He did seem distressed when it finally came to arresting him, like he didn't want to leave this place, and the insect maybe. I have absolutely forgotten to take notes. I hope I remember all of this. This will be one hell
Thank
of a
goodness we have that
report.
photo.
Thank God we have the photo.
No one would believe you without it. He stares into the reeds. Your words don't stir anything in him. Perhaps you should.
I lost.
He turns his eyes to the reeds again, as he's done so many times. Beige and white stripes.
He lost the scope. Then it somehow made its way over there. With the help of a magpie Phasmid.
It's a magpie.
This sight is a T9, Mr. Dross. Was it attached to the rifle when you made the shot?
Silence. Not even a sigh. You've gotten all you will out of this poor. The plastic cape flaps around his face. The blacks of his eyes are receding. The strength has all gone out of him. Just frail old...
Yeah,
we should think about getting back to the mainland. To get help. He'll be safe here.
Okay, let's hurry. I've interpreted your meaning, Kim, as we need to hurry. Where do we find medical help from, though? Kim's the only medical help that I'm aware of. I still have like a lot of questions. I wonder how far are I feel like we're really close to the end, and so I don't want to call it a night if we are. Let's see if I can try and find out without spoiling anything. I don't even know what to search, to be honest. So let's just go. Let's just see what happens. If we're still playing at 10, I'm gonna call it a night.
The skiff is swaying on the waves by the dock.
Let's. We are done here.
The skiff rocks gently under your weight as you get in. The ride back is uneventful and quiet. But for the sound of conversation on the water, there is someone inland waiting for you. Two men and a woman stand on the concrete square of a nameless village, looking at a small yellow boat as it
my
draws
fellow
closer.
officers?
You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
The ones that supposedly I came here with?
Look what the tide brought him. I want to call you a teapot, but I'm honestly kind of impressed. No idea where you got all that gear, but there's no doubt in my mind that some bad people are looking for it. Also, you look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, shut up.
Whatever this is, it is completely unimportant compared to what you've just seen. This is the man with sunglasses from the Whirling in Rags. But where are his sunglasses?
You're the man with
That's
sunglasses.
right. And you're some kind of murder machine.
Murder machine. Who are you?
Hello, I'm Trent Heilerstein. I believe we've met on several occasions.
I did meet you briefly.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean Vicomar, and this is your special task force. Or what's left of it.
Oh.
Special Consultant Trond Heidelstam, Patrol Officer Judith Minot.
So these are like my minions?
Hi.
We've come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi, Prison 57. We've just come from the island, where our investigation led us.
The scene is making even him feel as though he has to justify your actions.
We might need your help with something later.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant and not a naughty boy.
A naughty boy.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
It's good to meet you,
Okay.
Lieutenant Kitsuhagi.
Letting the lieutenant know he shouldn't feel embarrassed over the shitstorm that's about to befall you.
Let's see.
Ari, we want to help you. Trent, I believe this is where you come in?
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science. My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
No, Trent, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
What does he have to say for himself? He left you to catch the bullets.
What?
Shit kid. What an interesting moniker.
Yeah, where were you guys? I could
God
use your help.
damn it, Harry. You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All we burn. Detect or die.
It wasn't like that.
Fuck you, Harry. We didn't know there was gonna be a tribunal, did we?
True.
Sure. You're not a superstar law official. Talk on the town is your Guillaume Le Million reincarnate. I know this shit. Nothing has changed.
How did you know I was here?
The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
Okay.
And people on the street helped us too, with your whereabouts.
You're a legend among the drunks, Harry.
Indeed, I
A
am.
legendary local drunk.
I have literally not drank anything the entire game, so shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah, Major Crimes Unit, under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Ring any bells? Refresh your memory? It's a goddamn Major Crimes Unit. There's you, me, Jude, Trond fucking Heidelstam, and Guillaume Baby.
I'm technically just a civilian advisor.
Oh, fuck you. You're part of this shit show.
Who's that Bevy dude?
Oh, that's an interesting story, actually. Guillaume Bevy is a police reporter who joined our team. He was really good. Then he left because he lost faith in your ability to lead the unit. Other people have left too. Good, smart people. People we won't get back. Only me and this really patient patrol officer are still here. And Tron because I'm forcing him to stay.
Okay.
It's a major crimes unit. We clear the desk of cases so Precinct 41 doesn't look like the worst station in town. We are shit tier now, Harry. Because of you.
But that's not the case.
The 41st isn't...
The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage. Trond, this is where you come in. How bad is it?
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors, he talks without slurring, he can drive a boat, he's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia, episodic and semantic.
Meaning, you forgot both who you are and the definitions of money, Isola,
Okay, that's true.
hell, and so on.
As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting.
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
There's a hole in the world.
Corresponding to the 20-centimeter hole in your brain. Sure. This theory has great symmetry. I see how it folds into itself neatly.
Precisely, Satellite Officer Vic Mayer. It's Martinez.
Oh yeah, the Crabman did lose some of his memory.
Crabman is an unfortunate choice of words, but I was there. The church on the coast shook from an audio-spatial anomaly. It may have been anthroponetic, or perhaps related to radio waves. Either way, I have put this into my report. You should read it. I do not, however, think it has anything to do with him drinking himself to the point of brain damage.
Fair enough.
Thank you, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Just to clarify, I do not think his honorary anthroponetics are a hoax. Pale produces global phenomena. It's proven. However, what has not been proven is total memory loss after drinking too much Commodore Red. Honestly, I think he's just lying to us.
But Detective Vigmer, he has blanked out before.
Have?
Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders. One was after the two drunks case, the other when we looked into that mural.
What mural?
So you don't remember not remembering. Beautiful.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. Practice. And then he used alcohol to get there, so to speak.
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if, look at the ruins, the neon, listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape, to borrow a known metaphor.
Okay.
Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input. Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for it to end.
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work in a major crimes unit? Is he a crétin now? I want to know that.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
I think I could lead.
No one even mentioned that. I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the body? Or do we need to get him on a disability pension? Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here. Yeah, just stand there. It's cool.
Really?
No, now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry?
Oh yeah, that's true. What's up, someone up to?
Ah, so refreshing. He just admits it. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out of everyone's payslip. It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
Okay, let's show it to him.
He squints at it, suspiciously, trying to ascertain if it's not a blue candy wrapper or a piece of vinyl.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay. And your gun?
I have that too.
What is it with all these material objects?
He has it. I thought it was in the ocean. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone.
I did quit drinking forever.
I don't buy it. Why do you smell like a corpse then, huh?
Because I'm bleeding out and dying.
He's wounded. It's been a long week, and he's handled an actual corpse.
That's true.
A bit of a week? You're drunk.
I'm not drunk.
And you let a suspect escape, a certain Clasier, because you were too drunk to assess a flight
I wasn't
risk.
drunk at all, dude.
We've read the reports, Sari. Lieutenant Kitsuhagi's. We know.
Yeah, it was the right thing to do.
Oh, well. If she was nice. I'm not even gonna get into the other suspect, who also escaped. Yeah, Ruby something.
But neither of them was the actual perpetrator.
Or the fact that you're Evra Claire's little peony now, doing I don't know what for him. That's small-time stuff. That's nothing. That's a humorous anecdote. Compared to the 9 people who were gunned down. The streets are literally red with blood, Harry.
I thought it was 7 people.
Fucking mass murder.
Fuck, it was 7 people.
He did everything he could. We did everything we could. The company hired and vetted mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals.
Oh, well, I guess at least 2 of the mercenaries did die. So I guess there were 9.
He did so at considerable risk to his person. Remember, he was shot. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been.
Yeah, the case is also solved.
Detective, it's better if I do that.
Okay.
It's so much better if he does this. 1,000,000 times better.
Okay, I'll let him.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation. You've spent the week with him on this case. What is your take?
On the case?
No, on me.
On Lieutenant Geoffrey Dubois.
Well, the drinking, the gun losing, also losing the badge. That's all true. Although he has not been drinking on the job this week.
Thank you, Kim.
See?
1 week.
Then there's the superstardom. He likes to, from time to time, allude to being a superstar law official. At first I thought it was a joke, but now I'm not so sure. He says disco about 20 times a day.
Yeah.
It's odd, especially in light of his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a hustler. He grinds. He makes the real. He's a visionary and a money engineer, which is just... Other still, he is also a Mazovian socio-economist who believes in liquidating the ruling class.
Though.
How he reconciles these 2 points of view, I do not know, but he is vocal on both of them. And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, something I was not present for. But despite all this, he is a great detective, one of the best I have seen, in fact. He can talk human beings into telling him everything, and he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped pursuing leads, however far-fetched and tangential. He is tireless.
It's true.
Madly driven. Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke, which, by the way, was a valiant effort.
Oh, yeah.
He really sang
Thank
his
you.
heart out.
Yeah, it was what it was.
Oh yeah, Brad, they were there too, weren't they?
Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator, locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation. He apprehended a straggler who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years. Oh, and he also discovered a new
Maybe don't
species.
mention that, Kim.
A new species?
Don't mention that.
A colossal stick insect. It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds. It unfolded from the reeds.
Now we just both sound like madmen, Kim.
Indian phasmid.
You're ruining your credibility.
He takes out the photo and shows it to the officers across the yard. Rain comes down. He covers the
You're
glossy
just gonna look
photo
at it and be
of
like,
the
these are
phasmid
just
with
reeds.
his hand. You hear gasps beneath the howling of the wind.
As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall. In fact, we think it may be the largest land invertebrate ever discovered.
I'll say nothing. None of these sound like good things to say.
Fucking hell is that? Is this somehow connected to the case?
No, has no fucking connection to the case at all.
Detective?
Oh, okay, that's true. This is true.
The old man was not aware of the phasmid's presence. Exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia, he fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
So it is connected.
Maybe.
I must say, this is absolutely extraordinary. I don't even have words for it.
Yes. It really does make it hard to fire the drunk.
Please don't fire me.
This is a very, very sad man who has just seen something that's made him forget his sadness. Now you make your case. Now is the time. Now or never.
Yeah, I did find the dead missing person on the boardwalk.
Yes. Fallen through a gap in a boardwalk. Drunk.
The body was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue. I had Tilbrook and Mullins take care of funeral arrangements and family stuff.
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This all comes back to us.
Still, good work with the missing person, Detective.
Thank you.
It's still a point for you. No denying it.
Lilianovich. A revolutionary matronym. The custom started in Grad, where they have patronyms. Krasovich, Lasovich, etc. The revolutionaries saw this as a chauvinist atavism, so they used matronyms, derived from the mother's name instead. This man's mother was Lilian. His Lilian's son, Lilianovich. The custom was overturned after the revolution failed, but not before it made it to Revachol.
So, it is what a soldier of the ICM would be called.
Thank you, Trant. Thank you for that piece of cultural theory. You said you have a motive?
Of course, excuse me, I just thought it was noteworthy.
Jealousy. I thought this Lilianovich was an old man. To have been hiding for 50 years. Like 70-something.
A strange psychosexual fixation. Aggravated, possibly, by proximity to the phasmid and its chemicals. He himself gave a political reason, said he had killed an enemy combatant. Also, we have ballistics from the gun, matching the bullet found in the dead mercenary's head, and 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Dross confessed to.
Thank goodness I came here.
Oh, it's way more than that.
Yeah, I did what I could.
I've never doubted you can pull yourself together and work. In bouts. Bouts don't last. I can still smell the booze on the wind.
Dude, I literally have not drank for the whole week.
God damn it.
Get off my back.
Doesn't it ever leave? It is there, like in your bones or something. It will pass in time.
I probably should not say I started a nightclub. Fuck it.
What was that? It sounded like you set up a nightclub in the church.
It's true.
Get a grip. No one cares about your anthroponetic adventures right now.
I do.
4 kids were living in a tent on the ice. They were going to drown when it melted. It's not optimal, but the building was abandoned, so he put them in there. It's okay.
Thank you, Ken.
It's not that okay. Get off this side.
Okay,
I don't want
let's get
to,
off.
but you discovered a new species and solved the murder. So I have to. Jude?
Thank you.
Anything that ends the trial is okay with me.
Trial.
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go.
Okay. We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go.
Heck yeah.
Now you will finally get to know who you are. The man looks westward, impatiently,
I know who I am,
jingling his
mostly.
car keys in his pocket.
Oh, yeah, let's fucking ask him this.
No. You're too unstable to work for a mob boss. You're suicidal, Harry. No mob boss would take you.
I assure
Well, thank you.
I wouldn't consult for a corrupt unit.
I told you it's not that bad.
Who is Lena?
She lives at 1113 Tabernacle Road in
Tabernacle? It's on the way over.
Oh, sweet.
Near where you live on Perdition.
Fine, if we're gonna drop you off anyway.
She and her husband were conducting the search for the Phasmid. It's their discovery, in part. They should know as soon as possible. It would do you good to deliver some positive news for a change.
Yeah, I think so too.
Watch out, or she'll faint.
Now, why am I like this?
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you were drunk. Dora something. Dora England. Yeah, you mentioned the name.
Not Dora Dubois.
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol. God, I don't know. 6 years ago, she was way before my time.
6 years and you haven't gotten over it. What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah, or 7. You're not doing too good there. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equals 1 normal year. That and Dora England really tore you a new one. A big one.
Okay.
So have I. You bitterly dropped Dearest Dora and really tore me a new one twice a week, I think. It comes up.
The special consultant glances at his wristwatch.
Hey, what are you doing, Kim?
First, I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all these. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain.
You gonna transfer to our precinct?
Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol. I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate.
Come over and work with us.
Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of 2 captains with my doom-mongering.
And come work
Work
me.
with Price? I'm flattered, but I don't know if I...
Would fit in. And crazy enough. Can take the stress.
You can do
He
it,
doesn't
Kim.
know how to fit. This truly came as a surprise to him. Not a bad one. But he's at a loss.
I'd rather have you as my partner than this asshole.
Flattered? You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you even considered.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But, I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central to it than the harbor.
Nice.
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to get back to. Mountains, even.
I do like the sound of that.
Oh, heck yeah, achievement unlocked. Recruit Detective Kim Kitsuragi.
He's really considering it.
Fuck yeah, let's end.
Good.
Fuck it, let's go. Tron brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
The great district hums in the falling rain. A chessboard of wooden houses, 80,000 living souls, fire traps as far as the eye can see. From Main Street to Grand Couronne, from Precinct 41 to Boogie Street, forking into the rain-swept horizon. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped
Square
chamber.
bullet.
In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles. Spring has come. It's time. Torsen? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein? No. The Khmer? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Dubois? Of course. Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's quite unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Ptolemy Price points his pen at the doctor. It's dim in his office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through, and when he does, he'll side with Revachol. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minnow? Of course.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
Interesting. I do hope they make a sequel to this. This was fantastic. I love that just sort of phased through that door, but whatever. Like, they animated the hands, like, moving to open and close the door. Surely the door itself was supposed to move, too. Oh, an asshole guy's even helping me. And I didn't die from running. Amazing. Well, that was fantastic. It's 10, so I'm out of here. Don't have to make dinner tonight, though. Very lucky. Peace out. I have no idea what I'll stream next week. I'll figure something out.